What's up, chat? Gotta. What's up, chat? Oh, I gotta echo. Hold. I'm gonna go offline for just 1 second to change a setting. Do I actually have to go offline? What's up, chat? Y'all hear me? Alright, what's going on with y'all? How y'all doing on this fine Sunday afternoon? I actually have a lot of topics today. So hopefully everybody acts civilized and don't get caught up on arguing about one topic for too damn long. There was a lot of smaller topics that happened this week. So found a lot of them. I'm low-key hot as hell. I got this big ass window open, but it's hot outside, so it's hot in here. Trying not to have this AC on. I don't know if my mic gonna pick up the AC sound. If y'all hear my AC, let me know, because I'm about to turn it on. It's probably gonna be loud as hell. I mean, I've only played about 3 hours of Borderlands, but it's fire to me so far. Turn myself down a little bit. Ooh. Yeah, I only played about 3 hours of Borderlands, but yeah, it's all great for me so far. I'm really having fun with it. I'm enjoying it. You like Borderlands 2? I see no reason why you wouldn't like Borderlands 3. If you're a Borderlands fan in general, yeah, I think you like it. Make sure I go check out my Gears of War, or rather Gears 5 review. That's out. Good game. I recommend it. Best Gears game so far. Good additions, you know, a lot of good features they added. I'm not copping Death Stranding. I'm seriously not buying that joint, bro. Hey yo, for me to not buy Death Stranding, it takes a lot for me to not buy a game. Not buy, because I buy most like major games that I have like a basic level interest in, and this game doesn't even have like basic level interest. I'm legit like real deal not buying the game. If someone else buys the game for me, I'll play it, and I'll give it like a fair shake, a fair like actual, like I'll actually fairly analyze the game. But I'm not buying that. Like,
I wouldn't even do that much, honestly.
and I'm not asking nobody I like. I'm not asking my wife to get it for me. I'm not doing it. It's got to be somebody I don't know, because I'm not gonna like have somebody I personally know in real life waste money on something like that. So it got to be like a random viewer that like makes me buy it. Something like that. I'm not using my own money. I'd rather just be able. I'd rather be forced to have no opinion on the game than to buy something that I think looks like an absolute 4 fest. Some fake deep nonsense about connecting the worlds by delivering packages. Like that fancy, smashy, artsy, smartsy bullshit out of here. Dudes get so caught up in something being artsy and having a deeper meaning. Like it's all just smoke and mirrors. Like y'all see something with a little bit of people are so fascinated by shit they don't understand. I've never understood that. Like, oh, I don't understand it. It's so fascinating. Like what? You fake. I hate fake deep people. People trying to be so woke that they need some sleep. Just fake woke, fake deep people always. Because it's like they get this level of elitism if they feel like they can understand something that's honestly probably not even like, probably doesn't even make sense.
You ever talked to Kingdom Hearts fans before?
Oh yeah. Yep.
If you don't understand it, it's your fault, you know.
Mm-hmm. Even Metal Gear Solid 5, like nobody fully understands Metal Gear Solid 5. I mean, well, Metal Gear series as a whole, nobody understands 100% of what happens in the game. And like nobody understands 100% Metal Gear. That story is extremely convoluted.
Bro, who are you talking to?
We live already. You just waking up? Like brush your teeth, nigga. What are you
I was doing something, man. Damn.
Man, it's like you just woke up.
No, I was doing something. What's up?
Just chatting with the people early, man. I don't like a challenge mentally. I played games that like I said, Metal Gear Solid, the series, it has multiple layers, and I like that. But it at least like going into, like, my thing is going into all of these games, you understand the basic concept of them and what's happening. Like even Hellblade was a mystery in some ways, right? We knew that Hellblade had a lot of sub-layers and deep meanings. We knew that Hellblade was a game about a warrior that was going on a journey that suffered from mental illness. But that's all we really knew. But that was a lot to go off of. That was way more than what we went off of, what people are going off of in freaking Death Stranding, so.
Can my voice be heard?
Yeah, what's up? Did this man get another touchdown, bro? Oh shit. What's good with you, dog?
What's popping? What's popping?
I think about Last of Us 2. I mean, I can't really base that off of nothing other than the first Last of Us.
It's greatness, bro. What you mean?
I'm just saying, like, if Last of Us
Stop
2,
sugarcoating, BG.
No,
you know what the
I'm
fuck
saying
going on.
if Last of Us 2 is anything like the original or improves off that, which we assume it will, then yeah, it'll be fire. But
it's getting a 96 on Metacritic. I'm just letting y'all know right now.
Jack going
96 on Metacritic, no cap.
That's Jack going there. That's not me.
You said it's gonna be better, right? 96 on Metacritic. What you mean?
What did The Last of Us get? The first one.
95.
Did it?
Yes.
Are you live already?
Yeah, I'm live.
It's gonna be better. It's gonna get a 96. No cap.
I think it will be better, but I don't think that will automatically result in Metacritic. I just think it'll be a better game.
Gears 5 is the best one, and it's at an 85.
Who said Gears 5 was the best one?
Most people I know that played it.
Oh, the hype beast, alright.
Oh, look, shut up, Jack.
I'm still hearing Gears 2 is the best one. I don't know.
No, hold up, because Gears 2 is not even the best one. Gears 3 is the best one.
Oh, you say Gears 3 is the best one. Hold on, Vince, I can't take what you say though. People telling me you were saying wrong shit last week. No, about that shit where you can leap over and execute somebody.
Hey, you want me to keep it a bean with you?
Nah, it's definitely 2 though.
Look, I really don't give a fuck either way. You know what I'm saying? Like,
oh, you don't care about being wrong. I hate this shit.
Hey, because at the end of the day, nobody's even playing Gears of War right now anyway. So
I'm gonna keep it real with you. I beat Gears. So I put out my review. I beat it on Insane. I already uninstalled it. I'm gonna keep it real with you.
See?
What the fuck?
I mean, I know I'm not gonna. Borderlands 3 is out, my nigga, and I know I'm not gonna.
Game of the year.
And I know I'm not gonna play Gears online. If Gears was the only game to come out right now, I would be playing the multiplayer. But Borderlands 3 is out, and if you actually,
So it's a one and done. What you saying?
for me, it's a one and done because I don't.
Come on, bro.
Yeah, and ain't nothing wrong with one and done. So we all know ain't nothing wrong with one and done.
Come on, bro.
Nothing ain't wrong with no one and done game.
Yo, shout out to everybody who did not buy Borderlands 3 on Epic Store, man, for real. I'm still holding out. I tried to get BG. Did not do it, but he did it.
I mean, it's gonna be on Steam in like 6 months. So.
Do I got an echo? I'm trying to see. It's like I got an echo. Let me see.
Just like Control's coming out.
How is Borderlands?
It's Game of the Year, baby.
You
fucking Game of the Year.
Who else played it? You agree Game of the Year? You still feel that way?
I mean, if it continues, see, it's too soon. I only played like 2-3 hours. Borderlands 3 probably like 40 hours.
Yeah,
Borderlands 3 is your game of the year. I need you to start playing different games. No,
shut up, Jack.
Borderlands is
your game of the year. Either this one a good year for you, or you need to start playing some more games.
This year was light, man. It might be game of the year.
For me,
if you don't got a Switch.
Okay.
For me, it's been a good year for gaming.
I admit.
But Borderlands 3 is just, you know what I mean?
If you can get 5 game of the years already, and we
BG, that man Tick said you want to come on, dog.
We got like 9 people coming in here though, dog. Hold on, because we.
Oh man, Tick said you want to be on the episode, bro.
I don't know, bro, because we got Rand is supposed to come today.
Damn, somebody just asked me to join. What the fuck?
I want to know if Chick got Borderlands.
No,
Jigaboo Jones and Tick said they trying to come through.
Jigaboo Jones, I told him he's supposed to be on today, and I'm bringing him in now.
Who the hell is Jigaboo Jones?
Hey, low key, if I could fall back this week, that'd be fantastic. Go on invite everybody, BG. I'm relaxing. Oh, I fuck around, lay down, go sleep in this motherfucker.
Wait, who that with that wig?
Don't you dare. Well, that's the battle rap. What's the day? That's Daylight, and that's like the actual outfit he wore.
Vlad TV.
Yeah, when he was on his Vlad TV interview.
Okay.
Yo, Jigaboo Jones. That's Jigaboo Jones. Yeah. What's up? What's up, Smooth?
Wait, he was here before, right?
No, not that I know of.
This is my first time.
That Avatar.
Are you a Death Stranding supporter or no?
No,
I'm serious. Because I want somebody from the other side instead of
he don't
like,
want to answer either.
The other side, you said like it was some gangbang shit. You good, bro? The other side, what?
Nah, we do have to start separating. That's the real division in the community now. Death Stranding supporters or non-Death Stranding supporters. Well, let me not say that. Death Stranding supporters versus people with a brain. How about that?
Hey,
wow, man, you don't want to have a big book bag? What you talking about?
Hey, I'm not even finna cap though. Hey, playing Borderlands with a controller is making me feel like a retarded kid.
Oh yeah, I can't do that with a controller. I can't play.
That
bro.
Stranding, that baby, that do kind of look hard though. I can't.
Bro, like
playing take care of a kid in a backpack. I ain't real shit.
Jack, you don't understand. Playing first-person shooters make you feel retarded on the controller. I ain't finna hold you.
I don't use that type of terminology, sir. What are you saying?
I saw an option to use the toilet. I was done after that.
Wait, you can use the toilet in the game? Game of the year.
Hey, I'm not gonna lie. I'm just glad I'm getting that game for free. Know what I mean?
Oh, word. Y'all heard about that, man.
Man.
Damn.
Hey, is your man still coming, Blandry?
Who? Pastor Barron?
Pastor Barron. You gave this nigga a title?
Come on.
No, he's the leader of the Gaming Gospel podcast.
Do you hear what you saying, bro?
Yo, what was that? What was that cult? Hold on, what was that cult that Barron started like 5 years ago? What was it? The N-Dub?
You talking about the N-Dub Nation? Didn't Shokyo kick him out the N-Dub Nation? Shokyo murdered the whole shit. That was crazy.
Because low key, they was acting like Xbox dudes, but like at that moment, like the only
facts.
Remember when Barron definitely said when it came to N-Dub, nobody could leave. He deadass said that.
He said the only way out is in a box or some shit. Everyone made Xbox Mafia shit back then.
I remember that. That boy was wild for him. Like,
man, I just hope Barron don't be screaming in my ear this episode.
But is he coming?
I know I'm.
Oh, you know that's coming.
Oh, wait, Barron showing up? Oh, man.
Because Tick trying to be on, but also Bond is supposed to get in there, and that's gonna be like 10 people. That's
hey, I'm falling back. I'm falling back this week.
Hey, shut up. No, you not.
Invite them, bro. I'm falling back this week.
Fam. No, you not.
Come on. Invite that man.
Sorry.
You might
But I got a
actually
quick
have to, because
question.
I know Tick is on the side for it, so
Man.
Death Stranding anyways.
Right,
Yeah, okay, yeah, I'm not into that. I'm not into Death Stranding debate.
It's about to be a freaking party in here now.
That's gonna be for one.
About to be a meat fest.
Jimmy ain't gonna talk. Smooth ain't gonna talk. I ain't gonna talk. You good?
Oh man,
what's going on? What's going on?
I'm definitely not saying nothing about Death Stranding.
Facts.
About to be a meat fest.
How you can't pull up everybody's picture? What
Sausage
is
party.
this? I don't know where they set this shit up.
we're buying it.
I need to change my Discord picture, man.
I need
See,
to
but Tick is a here. Hold
on.
on, before I get Tick. Tick is a fraud because we all know Tick is defending Death Stranding just to be a contrarian. He's not buying the game.
No, I think he actually like it.
Yo,
I've heard him talk. I think he actually like it, bro.
No, he was defending it weeks ago. I do remember that.
Nah, he's still defending it. He just said it.
He doesn't like Death Stranding. He just likes Kojima. That's what it is.
When was the last time? What was the last game you heard of Tick? Actually, single player game you heard of Tick buying?
Tick play game? Okay, let me.
Oh man,
I don't know. I ain't never heard Tick play no game.
Also, why Tick defending? He's not even buying it day one. He even said that.
Tick is
the last game I heard about Tick playing was what's that game?
The Ubisoft game.
Yeah, that's what I'm thinking of. For Honor, yeah.
Yeah, that's the last game he really played.
Actually, no, that's a lie. I beat God of War first.
Uh-oh.
I beat every PlayStation exclusive that's come out that I purchased. I beat Spider-Man.
That was like a year. That was like a year and change ago.
It don't matter.
Let him know, Tick. Is he ignorant?
Right. I beat. Also beat. I mean, I don't know if you can consider this beaten, but I beat the Division 2 as well. So.
Oh, that counts.
I don't know, because that's like a RPG.
Nah, the Division 2 storyline is pretty lengthy, though.
Hold up, is Division 2 better than the first one?
That's arguable.
All right.
God, the man a fraud. That was crazy. No reason.
All right, let's get this started. All right. Weapon Will Podcast, episode 208. Yeah, 208. We on SoundCloud, iTunes, Google Play, Spotify, so you can listen on there. Check out the Weapon Will Patreon. Hit the like button. Join the Discord. The Discord is open to everybody. The link for that is in the description. Join. Support the Patreon. And shout out to Ava Media. Let's do these intros. Vic?
Yo, I had to beg to get on this time. Normally I don't want to be on. They invite me. But what's good, man? Take it up for Death Stranding today because we've got a whole bunch of haters hating just a nitpick.
So you say. Okay. The first time guest Kari or Jigaboo Jones? I'm not sure.
It's you know what? You can just call me Jigaboo Jones. That's gonna be my permanent name. Jigaboo Jones. Just call me Jigaboo. Or you can call me that nigga. Or you can just call me
copyright, man. MWA gonna get you.
Yeah, that's definitely
TBH, my mistake. He gonna get you.
Whole bunch of shenanigans.
I don't need an introduction. I ain't gonna be here.
All right.
Just call me Jigaboo Jones.
Oh no,
Move.
What's up? I'm a bit under the weather today, so if you can't understand what I'm saying, that's because.
I don't get it.
Yes,
ratings did that to you.
Too busy topping off Xbox and shit got caught in your throat.
Oh, why y'all doing that?
Really? You good, bro?
How you do? Hey, Smooth, let them know they jealous.
So they caught the clapping this motherfucker. You good?
You sound jealous because Gears is
highly
my
rated.
man.
He my man. I'm just saying.
Who's the last PlayStation exclusive you played, Jack?
Some of them adjectives he was using describing Gears this week on Twitter. I was just wondering if he was all right. One of his knees was okay. All right.
Visions.
What's up, guys? It's the greatest NBA Live player in this community. Shout out to Smooth. Know what I mean? Thanks for the free copy of Death Stranding coming.
Oh man. Oh man. So
Oh
do you even play live?
Fair.
Who, me?
Yeah, did you beat Smooth?
Yeah, I beat Smooth.
Beat him twice.
He plays like a bitch.
Actually, no. I didn't beat him twice. I beat him like 3 times. But
oh wow.
He played. Yeah, he
beat me once.
The time he doesn't use the Lakers, but I lose. I played 3 times today in the 2, and actually no, I played 5 times today and I lost 3. You know who I lost to? The fucking Lakers.
Ooh. Hold up. What was that team I beat you at the end?
That was just because I couldn't rebound because I was so mad.
All right.
Well, shout out, you fucking SpongeBob SquareHead motherfucker.
Oh man.
Wait, is Bond coming today?
I don't know. He said he was. Blandrew?
What's up?
Jimmy?
What's up, man? Jimmy, good games.
Baron? Later. All right, Jack, you said you intro?
No. Hello, everyone. Hope everyone's having a good week. Check out the Web Will podcast on Patreon. Appreciate it.
All right. Start off with some insignificant news, but some people may care. Those with lesser taste in games. Days Gone New Game Plus is out now for
Fire.
anybody who plays that trash.
I feel like this. Didn't the game outsell Division 2, Anthem? This is also a lot of games.
Days Gone is also on sale for $41 on the PlayStation.
Great game. Great fucking game.
Right.
Honestly,
every patch improves the game. The game no longer has frame rate issues.
By the way,
rating?
You can't trust Jack because he's a sellout because he wasn't even going to buy the game. And he only got the game because someone bought it for him, and then he liked it.
Exactly, absolutely.
People like things more when it's free. I'm just saying.
That's not necessarily true because I got a lot of free shit. I'm like, you know what? I can't fuck with this.
It had the Sony moniker on it. That's why he likes it.
Got that Sony stench on it, baby. Greatness awaits. Yeah.
You like the
And we're still waiting.
You get bad hype off PlayStation.
Jack will be deep in this controller, bro. I'm trying to tell you.
Pony powder. Yeah.
Jack, you seeing how far you can put the dual shock 4 up his butt. Yeah.
Nigga, what?
Whoa.
Shit.
But how come nobody don't be pulling up on Jack for this, man? This.
Right. They don't get on Jack for being a super fanboy.
This how you do me. I got you on here. This how you do me.
Hey, man, you made some of these short jokes. I'm on you.
Hey, fuck you, midget.
Hey, man.
Anyway, moving on because Days Gone is trash and it doesn't, deserve more than 2 minutes of conversation.
So was Control.
Stop this. We're not going there.
A whole game in one building.
Oh, hey, I'm not even gonna lie.
Resident Evil 2 is all in one building. Technically,
yeah, but Resident Evil got an excuse. That game's 10 something plus.
I'm sure we could think of a modern game right now that's all in one building. I just can't think of it right now.
Yeah, that's
I challenge y'all to think of one and come
There
on.
is definitely one. I just can't think of it.
It's not in one building. Resident Evil's not in one building. Hold on, time out. You go from a police station to a laboratory to a sewer.
You leave the building.
Facts. That's facts. Yep. See.
It's not one building, sir.
But the laboratory is under the building. Is it not under the building? It's under the infrastructure of the building.
It's not in the building. It's definitely not in the building.
Put Girly back in the fucking game.
In certain sections, you do leave the building.
Go outside. You go to the gun shop.
You are
play the game.
You are.
You never see outside of the building in Control.
You are
Did you play
outside.
the game, PG?
Yeah, I actually did.
You go to a nurse. You go to a nurse.
Did you listen? You were outside the building for a total of 5 minutes max. What are you talking about?
Hey, but you left the building.
And then the orphanage. Remember the orphanage too?
Yeah, orphanage.
This reach.
I mean, you ain't in the police station. What the hell?
I'm literally playing the game right now.
Reach.
And I'm outside.
You are low key in the building most of the game, though. But you do go underground.
Now being all in one building is a problem and a bad thing for video. Yeah, y'all just make up what's bad in video games every week now.
Nah, come on, man. The NPCs in the game. Come on, BG. You know that game is light.
Listen, I'm gonna be real with you. I'm not really very impressed with NPCs or AIs in most games.
Yeah, most games are trash.
How many games really got good AI? Let's be real. We can count on one hand.
That's true. Exactly.
Even the most highly rated games got the worst AI. That's a fact.
I don't even know what
Last of Us. I don't know either. He really switched it over.
Oh, did you say Last of Us? Because Last of Us AI was kind of trash too.
I mean, yeah, but they did some. They
played on
good at the time.
Sekiro, Dark Souls. I mean, do you count the bosses being like AIs? I mean,
I don't understand why he does not.
What are you talking about?
Yeah, I think he's watching football or something.
I think he's watching the Cardinals. No, the Cardinals lost earlier. Wow, so he can't be watching that game.
Watching the Rams game. What you mean?
No, right now I'm raging because Gurley's on my goddamn football team, my fantasy team, and they refuse to run this man.
Oh, didn't he yell?
Baron, your mic,
How you scream on top? Come on, Baron.
Hey, that's what happens when you go against the Saints, baby.
Nigga really mad. Hey, man. Oh, this nigga got 2 football teams. Whatever. Moving on. So this is it. This is interesting. I didn't know this was possible, but a female Twitch streamer got banned because of her chat. So she wasn't moderating her chat, and she didn't have any mods in her chat to like curb them or stop them from saying inappropriate things. And she actually got banned for that. You can get banned if you don't moderate your chat and you allow them to say whatever like the hell.
Yeah, you can report the chat. Yeah, you can report somebody's chat.
That's crazy. That's crazy.
Do y'all agree with that? Like you could get banned for your chat?
Yeah.
Fuck no.
Yeah, that's why you're supposed to ban them.
Chat, you're not responsible for what they say. That doesn't make any sense.
Yeah, because I'll block everybody. Block.
So okay. So
wait, I'm sorry. I walked out in the middle. What happened?
A female Twitch streamer got banned because of her chat. She didn't mod her chat or like curb some of the things that they were saying. She allowed them to say whatever the hell they want, and they were saying very inappropriate things. She got banned for that. Do you think that's like okay to get banned for what your chat says?
You know what? Yeah, damn, that's a tough one because the crazy thing is like I set up my my chat for like words, like there's like several words that if it ban automatically gets removed. Like obviously the N word, like the F word, stuff like it will just retract the message and it'll block out. I mean, I haven't set up, I think I had that set up for both Mixer and like YouTube and stuff when I did my Streamlabs, but I can see why. I mean, is it like permanent or she just like temporary? Yeah, I mean, I think that's fair, honestly.
Yeah, it's like going to a restaurant.
Nah, but I was
allowing them to say the N word in that restaurant while you're there, and they just can say it all they want.
Right. I was just gonna say it depends. Because some people's streams are set up where they use voice chat, and people could spam that with donations or something, and just keep saying racial things, playing music, racist music, videos. It depends on how it's set up. If it's just your regular conversation and somebody's abusing it, no. But if you got like a voice set up where somebody's like nigga, going crazy like that. Yeah,
listen.
Moderate that.
Correct me if I'm wrong. I think I stream the most out of anybody in here. I do not agree with it at all.
I get why no one would.
First of all, what they should have done, if they was gonna do anything, send this person an email and say, "Hey, if this continues, this can lead to a possible suspension or ban, but you have."
He went out.
Auto mod feature, right? You can't say thought on Twitch without it getting approved by a moderator or the person streaming. You cannot ban me or suspend me for some shit some other motherfucker said. That is not fair.
It depends on how it's set up. It depends how you have it set up. Some people purposely troll with that. They'll set it up that way so that it could be like a joke where the people in the chat are saying it because the person streaming don't want to say it. So
now, if they was encouraging them to say crazy shit or attack other people in the chat, that's one thing. But if they didn't even
if it's innocent and you was just like not paying attention, yeah, that's different. But some people abuse that for attention. They do it for views and shit.
I do think you have to moderate your chat, somewhat, but
block.
Yeah, I don't know if banning is like just off the top without warning is the right way, but I be looking at some people's like channels, like I'm talking about even YouTube channels, and I'm like, yo, you just letting your chat like
go wild.
Yeah, like I think it's crazy. Like for one thing about my channel, nobody can like come to my channel and like say nothing like crazy disrespectful about somebody else. Like too crazy? No, I don't allow it. I could not like the person. You can't come to my channel and leave a comment about somebody like talking about somebody's family member or something like that, or just saying crazy shit. You can't do that on my channel. I could hate the person. I'm still blocking you for saying it. That shit not flying with me, but that's just me.
Yeah, because you moderating your chat. But that's what I'm saying. Like, yeah. If you just not moderating your chat, that's a little different. Like I said, but it depends. Because if for you to get banned, that means a lot of people's reporting something.
A lot of not safe for work.
Yeah, it's a lot of reporting went
on. I don't know if y'all talked about this last week, but that Ronnie 2K thing. People hated him for something. I don't really care.
That squirrel looking ass dude.
For 0.2 seconds. And already muted.
He paid.
People been hating Ronnie 2K. That ain't nothing new.
Yeah, I've been Ronnie 2K.
What are they
this
mad
entire
about?
generation.
I don't know anything about this.
I don't know what they mad about right now, but he always lying.
Okay.
He always he the community. If you don't know who Ronnie 2K, he's the community manager for 2K. 2K, the basketball game.
No, the 2K community is just finally mad, tired of him lying. That's
But
all
this is the thing though, bro. I agree. I seen a tweet earlier this week. Bro, people complain about 2K every fucking year and still spend hundreds of dollars on it. And then when it's actually broken, we've been hearing them complaints, y'all. And what y'all do? Y'all complain other times. Y'all still buy the shit. So of course they're not gonna pay attention when it's actually broken. Like, come on, bro.
Yeah, it's the boy who cried wolf with this game.
Exactly.
Well, I feel like 2K streamers are like what Call of Duty streamers used to be back in the day, right? Like they're that now, and their channels live off of 2K. So it's like, can they really still can their channels really still strive if they don't get the newest 2K?
Yep. But this is the thing.
No.
This is the thing 2K did though.
Absolutely not.
Most relevant 2K content creators or influencers, first of all, they're in the game. They get professionally scanned in the game. They get their own YouTube badges over their head in the park. They cash nasty in the fucking 2K commercial. So like, what? They not finna complain for real, bro. I think one dude, agent complained, and they took his shit off the fucking park. Like he can't get his YouTube icon. I'm hearing because he complained about the fucking game, which is actually broken. So you ain't finna see too much people fighting out about this shit. Especially if 2K really fucking with you like that.
Man, they could have supported live, but
live is trash.
Speaking of 2K, NBA 2K Pro was banned from the Esports League for gambling. His name was Bazil Rose.
Huh?
Ooh, for real? I ain't
Yeah,
see
he
that.
got Bazil Rose.
2K all about gambling.
But the thing is, if he in the thing, he could throw games.
If you in esports, you can't be gambling.
You can throw the game and then bet against yourself.
Yeah, they said he was violating the league's gambling rules. That's crazy. Like you're a pro streamer, so you can't they're treating you like a real athlete. You got to follow all these.
They are real athletes.
I mean, because they're giving them apartments to stay in and all that shit. So shit, you gotta follow the rules.
Bro, you know the 2K League was making more than the D League.
Well,
it's called the D League now.
How would he not know that though? He should have known that was gonna get him in trouble.
I didn't care.
Nah, he knew. He just.
I would say he had to know.
Didn't give a fuck.
So he just was wilding out. Okay.
Trying to finesse.
What else we got? A comment I got a few days ago on I made a video about Death Stranding, telling these people everything, how dumb they are. Well, I ain't say that, but I talked about how, my explanation of why I wasn't feeling Death Stranding even after that 48-minute trailer. And we can talk about the 48-minute trailer. But someone in my comment section said that, I believe his exact words, and I need to find it. He said, we need to get away from the notion that games have to be fun. Right? I saw that. This is no cap. He said this. We need to get away from the notion that games have to be fun. And this is where, and I agree with what Blandrew said. He said gamers are getting too deep into this artsy fartsy belief of games. Games don't have to be fun. It's okay if they're art.
I agree with that sentiment.
Oh, whoa! Wait a minute. Hold up. Wait a minute.
Can I explain why I agree?
Hold up, bro.
Can I explain why I agree with that before you start screaming?
I'm not gonna scream, but
can I explain what I mean by that?
Jack, come on.
Can I explain what I'm saying?
Jack, I just say, hey, listen to you, cat, for that trash gone game. You really about to go into the? You really about to do this to yourself?
Can I talk?
You serious right now?
Can I explain?
Let Jack explain why games don't have to be fun.
All right, go ahead, man.
Okay. Even though I have fun playing games, some games, their intention is not to necessarily be fun, but to elicit a certain reaction out of you. Say, for instance, if you're playing a game like The Last of Us, is seeing a child getting murdered in her father's arms fun? No, the fuck it is not.
It's entertaining.
It is meant to...
It's entertaining.
Right? Is mining underwater with Nathan Drake for 5 fucking chapters in Uncharted 4 fun? No. It was
real quick.
It was meant to be...
They are
that he was bored in his life. That's why he needed the excitement of adventuring, right? That's what they talking about. They're not talking about it's supposed to be a boring fucking game. Boring and not fun are two different things. They are not mutually exclusive.
Okay.
You see what I'm saying? So y'all are not understanding
no.
what they're saying.
Nobody.
Yeah,
That was
yes,
good damage
yes.
control, though.
Bruh, stop it, man.
Bro, y'all not understanding.
It's funny how you use the PlayStation template to defend that, but okay.
I'm just,
bruh, stop it, man. Come on.
So I just want to say this.
Wait, what are we doing?
I want to point out one thing. I actually remember when we had this conversation about Uncharted and Uncharted 4 specifically, and I said there's a lot of parts in Uncharted 4, like that swimming part and the whole him having this reflection of his in old age. I said that part was not fun, and people jumped all over me about it. Jack just said it. There's a lot of parts in Uncharted 4 that are not fun.
But there's a difference. There's a difference. Not fun is not boring. You see what I'm saying? It doesn't have to be boring.
I got you, right?
Okay, that's all I'm saying.
Okay.
If it ain't fun, it's boring. I don't get it.
Wait a minute.
Confirm. PlayStation.
What the hell
Hey,
are
yo,
you
Baron,
even
do you hear
saying
that?
anymore?
Baron, Mike.
If I ain't having fun, I'm bored. I don't.
No,
yeah, that's what I'm saying. It's
so
like
wait a minute. So if you're watching a movie and it's not fun, it's boring. Like, what are you saying? It could be sad, it could be enthralling, it could be a thriller.
But that's all tied to it being
But
fun.
it's no, it all ties into it being entertaining, right?
Entertaining, yeah.
Okay,
entertaining.
you can be entertained and not be.
I think entertained and fun is like intertwined.
They go hand in hand.
Like I said, if you see
entertained and fun go hand in hand.
So wait a minute. If you see,
can I say something real quick?
hold on. Wait a minute. Let me just say something.
Oh my God.
If you see murder, death, mayhem, and destruction, that is not fun. That is
that shit is fun.
Scary.
It's fun. Nope, it's definitely fun.
Oh my God.
Because it's entertaining.
Emotions. Wait a minute. There are more emotions than two. You know the right. No, it's not black and white. It's not fun and boring. Okay, there are more than two fucking emotions when you're
In the realm of gaming, I think it is.
You know when Jack, you know when movies
true or false?
You know when movies come out, Jack, like you know when a horror movie comes out and like they posted on the commercial, they're like, it was a fun ride, but it was a horror movie. It was because it was entertaining, so it was still fun. It was fun to watch because it was entertaining.
And not be fun. Fun is
Hold up, man. I heard enough of this bullshit. Hold the fuck up. Damn
I don't get it.
Could you lower your mic?
How does he turn his own mic up like that?
Trust me, I got a grown man voice, so it projects pretty loud.
All right,
but
that's a wrestling mode.
Could you lower your mic real quick, bro?
I turned him down already. Go ahead, man.
Yeah, turn me down a little bit. My mic is pretty sensitive.
Go ahead.
Look, man. Come on, bro. Oh, the person who commented BG on that was universally, because when you say fun and gaming, it's kind of interchangeable with entertaining and entertainment. So I know what BG was talking about when the dude gave him that comment. I'm pretty sure BG took it the same way I took it. It's that people are starting to really reach so far to make excuses for certain software and titles. And it's getting out of hand. There's no way anybody should crypt their chappy ass lips up and say games are not supposed to be fun. Because if I hear you say that shit in my face, I'm gonna slap the shit out of you. At that point, you're not a gamer anymore.
Good job.
I never heard
slave at that point.
I gotta agree with him. Nobody ever brought a game.
That makes no sense. That
to
makes
say they don't want to have
I
fun.
don't know, man. Get this game. I don't want to have fun with it. I'm just gonna buy it though.
I just want the experience.
That's not what he's saying. That's not what he's saying.
No, he's saying an experience means it doesn't have to be fun. I get what he's saying.
That's not what he's saying.
And fun is subjective. We all agree on that.
Exactly. Look, that's exactly. Like I said, the themes of games are not necessarily fun, but you can have fun or have entertainment from playing them. Do you understand that?
Like, okay, like some
That's the whole
people,
point of the game is to have fun though.
like
You don't understand what I'm saying. I'm talking about the theme of the game, okay? The theme, okay?
Jack, I understand what you're saying, bro, but you got to understand when people use fun in that context, it universally covers a lot of adjectives.
Okay, let me ask you a question.
No, hold on. I'm gonna give you an example. Just like if I go to a haunted house, I might get scared to death, but I'll come out of there and say that was fun.
Yeah,
even though the emotions I had inside were not fun.
I can explain it. I can explain. Look, the experience of something is enjoyable, making it fun. It's all about an experience.
That's what I'm saying.
I get it. I get what you're saying, but the way you were saying it wasn't good.
But y'all actually are agreeing with me right now, right?
All right.
No, you trying to take the word fun and not let it apply all around in the universal context.
Fun goes into gameplay. I'm talking about the overall theme.
That's all we're talking about, though.
That's what we're talking
This
about.
is semantics.
This
is semantics, honestly.
No, he's really trying to split hairs here, and it's ridiculous.
No, I'm not.
At the
Like,
bottom line,
look,
nobody
hold on,
should
let me-
ever say a game
So
should
wait
not
a minute.
be.
So wait a minute. So when I play Life is Strange 2, and spoiler alert, because it's not a spoiler, and your daddy get murdered by the fucking police at the beginning, do you say, "Oh shit, this fun as fuck"?
Yeah, you're like, oh, this is a good story. I'm actually having fun playing it.
God damn, this is crazy. I love it.
Yeah, you
Oh
do.
my god, so much
It's
fun. He just got
entertaining, so that makes it
brutally murdered.
enjoyable.
Oh my god, I love it.
You
that
literally do
scene.
say this is a fun
that
story.
scene. That
itself
scene
is fun when you're enjoying all that other
That-
stuff that's happening.
That
but
scene
I guess
of her father getting murdered, that scene may not be fun, but the overall
It
game
can
is
still be
still fun.
entertaining to watch.
All right,
Though.
that is a good question. Is Detroit
Exactly
a
what I'm
fun
saying.
game? Is Detroit Become Human a fun game?
Yeah, if the story entertains you, then it's fun.
What they doing ain't fun, but it has
Exactly.
Like some people think of fun as this like light-hearted, jovial feeling, like skipping through some fucking flowers. Like it's fun can be dark. It can be. Like when I clap people in a game, when I kill people in a game, yeah, I'm having fun. I find killing in video games fun. Don't get me arrested. All right, we
Fun
all feel
is
that way.
entertainment. So when you're entertained, no matter what kind of gameplay it is, if it's entertaining you, if you're enjoying what you're doing, you're having fun doing it.
But this all comes down to the fact that people were just using this argument to defend Kojima. This is what it really boils down to, because
I agree.
That's exactly what it was.
Because
I've never heard that ever.
Because
Ever.
getting
I've
down
never
to the
heard
Death yeah, I've never heard of it either. Like this is people reach when it comes to Kojima. So this Death Stranding 48-minute gameplay was very boring. Very, it was the gameplay and this demo was trash. Okay.
Subjective.
Yeah, it's subjective. From what I seen, it was trash and it was boring.
Objective? It's objective?
Subjective.
Did you say that?
Subjective.
Okay.
My bad.
Sir. Go back.
Okay.
Are you gonna get a review copy and review it on your channel, BG?
No, I'm not. Sony don't send me review copies. I don't got clout like that.
You talking about Death Stranding?
Yeah, I don't got clout like that.
Hey,
and no, I'm not buying
I'll
it.
sell you a copy for 30.
Nah, I'm good. So, but what did y'all think about the 48-minute Death Stranding demo?
Let me get mine out of the way because I want to hear what everybody else is gonna say. I thought it looked a lot like Metal Gear from the gameplay where he knocked the guy out and he tied something around him like he was gonna float him out of there. So I thought it had a lot of assets that resembled Metal Gear.
Mm-hmm.
I didn't like it. It didn't make sense. And when I heard what he was doing, so pretty much the whole objective for the character is to deliver supplies from one place to another. Thought it was quite stupid. Overall, I felt like the mechanics looked a lot like Metal Gear, except the story was about something different. So I just want to say, did anybody else see that?
The aesthetic was definitely Metal Gear.
Okay, good. So other than that, I think the game looks stupid. I think the game looks uninteresting, and I'm definitely not getting it day one. But that's my opinion.
All right. So with that being said, so if the animations look bad and it was compared to Metal Gear, so everybody who enjoyed Metal Gear is saying that the animations were extremely bad in those games. Because when I looked at it and I saw the combat, it reminded me of combat I've seen in like when you go bare knuckles in God of War and you're hitting people.
Nope.
It looks similar to me to that.
Nope. I don't agree with that at all.
It looks similar to it to me.
High 80s and 90s.
I disagree with that at all.
With the briefcase, it looked like what you would see from any type of game that uses hand-to-hand from what I saw.
Not to me.
No.
Man, you an Xbox head. I don't care what you think. But anyway, it looked good. I don't understand why everybody's nitpicking.
It looks just like Metal Gear.
Metal Gear's a good game.
The hand-to-hand in Metal Gear is not good.
It's not awful, but you're gonna hate the game. Like you don't see people going, "Oh, I hate Metal Gear Solid 2. I hate Metal Gear Solid 3."
People like Metal Gear for the story. We all know that. No one ever.
And that's probably what this game is gonna be. Is gonna be pushing really good. Like you don't know what the story is.
We already know what the story is. He's a delivery man. It's
funny that
it's the
you
story
guys
of a
keep
mailman.
That doesn't matter. You deliver stuff in Metal Gear Solid 5. Generally every mission you go out, you find somebody
that's a reach.
send them back off to the
That's a
devil.
reach. Technical foul. That's a reach. Stop it.
Am I really hearing this right now?
He's a mailman, and he has to survive in the Badlands delivering mail. We already know the story.
You don't know the story at all. First of all, it's Kojima. He's not going to give you the whole story. And it might be a switch just like with Metal Gear Solid 2. So you don't know what's going on in the game at all.
We do know what's going on of the gaming community.
We do know what's going on.
And
he's
then,
a mailman.
On top of on top of the fun argument, you had people saying blasphemous things. Like you had Kofi. Let me be specific. It was Kofi compared this game to the open world of Breath of the Wild. Okay.
Wow.
And I don't even play. I haven't played Breath of the Wild, but bro,
you know what? You know, it's funny because I took a shot at Blandrew when he was taking a shot at the game, and he was talking about this artsy fartsy, and he named like all these other games, and I was like, don't forget Breath of the Wild. That's artsy fartsy. Don't forget that.
Artsy game.
It's an artsy fartsy game.
But
See all the wild colors and
definitely,
everything, bro. It's artsy fartsy.
Why are y'all bringing up Zelda to this game though? I don't get it. Why?
Because it's a big ass empty open world.
I like the
empty open world.
I can tell you the
show
reason why.
You know, that's why
I want to know why. Because I saw one similarity, but it wasn't
It's a prestigious game. That's why.
You got to understand. You got to understand why they do that. Here's what's the facts that happened. After all that hyping up about Tokyo Game Show, we finally seen the game.
We missed it.
And guess what? It disappointed on 1,000 levels. So in order for these Kojima stands to make the game seem great in their minds, they compared it to great games.
A great game. I agree. I agree with that.
Like Breath of the Wild, like Dark Souls, like Metal Gear Solid. I just heard all this crazy shit all day. I'm like, bro,
I agree with that.
I'm like, what are y'all talking about?
It was such hard it was a reach to validate their purchase, like their future it was so clear. They're trying to make themselves feel better about liking this game by like comparing it like the basic, not even specific things, like basic generic things. Oh, the Zelda open world. Okay, what exactly about the open world can you compare to this game other than it's open? Like what? Okay, what else, my nigga?
I agree.
Motorcycle.
That's what I'm saying.
Literally
That's what I'm saying. That's exactly.
You can ride a motorcycle. I think you can do that on the DLC.
You can do that in a million games,
bro.
You can't do it on The Last of Us because Last of Us is an open world.
Stop it.
And speaking of that, because we like the Last of Us, Ron pointed out the horrible animations with the baseball bat, but y'all sucked that game penis the whole time.
Well, I can explain.
Hold on. No, don't explain nothing.
I ain't about no baseball bat animation. That's hold on. I'm not done yet. How y'all cutting me off when I'm talking? Hold on.
That's what I'm saying after that.
So y'all talking about fighting animations or game animations. The Last of Us, half the time the enemy's motion shift over to you. When you press, you don't even got to point at them.
You about to catch
the
fucking
motion shift over to you and you hit them.
Watch this. Tig, guess what?
What?
The Last of Us, if you watch the documentary Grounded, the making of The Last of Us, they had to fit every single animation in that game into 48 kilobytes, all right? So stop it.
That don't mean nothing.
We're talking about a game developed for the fucking PS4.
Where my man buying that, man? So you can talk about that.
It had limitations. No. That game is old, and it had a limitation.
Animations is
It's not like it's a current game.
I'm gonna need you to follow the foot. And
you
also,
bringing up a game from last generation.
In that gameplay we saw Last of Us too, it was still motion shifting into attacks.
Fucking post-apocalyptic anywhere gonna be swinging a baseball bat like fucking Chipper Jones or Mark McGuire, nigga? Like, what are you saying?
Oh, see how we never controlling that? Nah, man, we're talking about
animations.
Let me ask
Let's talk about the repetitive gameplay of The Last of Us.
Why are we talking about The Last of Us?
Because I know that's y'all.
Let me ask you a question about Death Stranding. Forget all that Last of Us garbage. Let me ask you a question about Death Stranding. Okay, because that's what we're talking about. So I just want to take everybody that came on Twitter and was harassing me because I said Death Stranding is dead. It's no longer a Game of the Year contender. And I want to ask these questions. I want to know what you've seen out of Witcher 3, Breath of the Wild, Horizon Zero Dawn, in that open world, in those three open worlds. What did you see out of those three open worlds that is in Death Stranding? That's what I want to know.
Besides it being open,
traveling around and enemies and fighting and bases.
That's in every game.
And this has stealth in it. Well, first, this has stealth in it too. And
almost every game has stealth.
Okay, stealth.
The Witcher didn't have stealth. Witcher don't have stealth.
Horizon has stealth.
I want to know what mechanics do you see in those three open world games that you see in Death Stranding?
I saw just about all of them in there.
None.
If not more.
What ones were those?
All right, so we already said Horizon has stealth. Open world, Horizon and Witcher all over open world.
Okay, stealth. Stealth is in every game.
Riding vehicles. I think Breath of the Wild had
riding vehicles
that
in every damn game.
And all that.
Horizon got that.
Horizon's got that as well. Witcher has it, so that's 3.
Oh my god!
Pretty good
I know
story.
you're not doing this right now, Tig.
Wait a minute, that ain't got nothing to do with the open world.
You know the story.
What is in the open world that you see in Death Stranding?
Well, I just named all those. I just named all of them. And combat. What else?
You named stealth and riding.
What the?
I didn't. I said open world stealth.
Yo, Chick, you've been doing a bad job.
What did you
job defending this.
I said stealth.
Get 'em,
I
Baron.
said monsters riding vehicles. I could yell too. I ain't yell. You ain't gonna
I know it's different. I know it's different. I know, hold on, yo, I know it's different. I know it's
It
different.
don't matter what you
I'll help
talking
you.
about.
This the bullshit I'm talking about when it come to y'all.
Who is this jabroni?
Oh, he going
Get this
off.
jabroni out of here.
I picked the right episode to come on.
Stealth and riding and
This is
story.
hilarious.
Story.
How does he turn his mic back up?
Out of open world did you say?
I named like 3 mechanics, and he named like only 2.
Hey, could y'all stop yelling for a second?
Very crazy.
Yo, shout out to your mic, Baron. Shout out to your mic.
Every mechanic all them games had.
Yo, nah, bro, hold on.
I'm gonna calm down for a second, but this is the bullshit I'm talking about.
Hey, that man
Death
Tick said.
Stranding is nowhere near those 3 games. It's not even.
It has the same stuff. What are you talking about, stupid?
Man said story. He said story about gameplay mechanic.
You took too many chair shots to the dome. You retarded.
All right, let's move on.
What the
All
fuck?
right,
I picked the
listen.
right episode to come on, man.
Hey, that was
Hey, I told y'all I got him on, man.
Death Stranding dudes be wild. Listen,
You got him on.
other than that, in Death Stranding, we saw some other weirdo shit. Like if you stare at Norman Reedus' crotch for too long, he punches you in the face. Why would the average player be staring at Norman Reedus' crotch? I don't know.
There
But
was
that,
stuff like that on Metal Gear though. That's
yeah, no, but he's always been a weirdo. I understand that, but like it's his like his weirdness is just perpetually getting worse.
That's facts.
Bro.
I mean, he's getting older. You know, he might be getting more senior. But I don't
Because he
care.
doesn't have anybody over here to slow him down like he did at
Jeff
Konami.
Keighley ain't satisfying this man. What's going on, bro?
Oh man. Anyway,
Hey, he did have
I
all
think
that
the
white
game.
stuff on
I
his
think
face.
the game is going to be good. I'm not saying it's a
Is that
game of the
really
year
gay?
contender at all, but I think it's going to be a good game. Y'all just got to start nitpicking. BG from the jump, you just hated Kojima, so that's your whole gripe and
Wait,
nightmare.
okay. I'm trying to figure out like
Before from the
when-
jump,
I
you was
don't
like,
hate
man,
Kojima.
it's
I still think
Kojima
it's
stand.
trash.
When you ever call somebody a Kojima stand, that means you
when
got a
has
problem with
anybody
Kojima.
let him
heard
know,
me?
Tech.
When has anybody heard me ever slander Kojima before Death Stranding?
Man.
Never. I've never done it.
Hey, when Metal Gear
But
I
we
don't have a
have
problem
to
with
talk about
Kojima.
this.
I don't have a problem with Kojima. I still think the game look trash.
Hey,
Hey
Tick.
man, you a yes man. But anyway, yeah, I don't know, man. Like, yo, it's not gonna be a bad game. Y'all tripping.
How you gonna call me a yes man if we know you're not buying the game, yo?
Bruh.
And then I heard, I don't know if this is true. I heard like this might be bullshit, but I
Who the
heard
fuck got somebody that they know? Who is that?
that nigga getting swatted.
Somebody saying they got the I need a
Nobody-
5-pack.
Nobody can really give a good explanation on why the game bad. Like y'all ask every single time y'all ask for something. All right, so when we first saw a trailer, we was like, man, we don't even know what the game about.
No,
I don't know why y'all so
here's
happy
the
about
thing.
this
So
game.
what's the game about,
then,
Chick?
and then they
No,
showed
I don't want to get
gameplay.
into this conversation. Nobody knows.
Then they showed gameplay because y'all was like, where the gameplay at? They showed
I
gameplay.
didn't-
Wait, Tick.
Man, the gameplay look horrible.
So explain the toilet. Explain the toilet scene.
But wait a minute, wait. Tick, you tweeted this out, and what you said was not contradictory at all. You said people complained about it, then they saw it, then they complained again, and they
Yeah,
don't
every single time
but they
something
keeping the
was
same
shown,
energy though. They keep the same energy.
But why do that? Why don't you be honest with yourself? Okay, the game, okay, they show gameplay. It's not the best hand-to-hand combat I've ever seen, but it's not bad. Like, it's not the
You
worst.
focusing on this combat and all this small stuff. Listen, I never said the game
Because
looked bad.
y'all said
I
the combat looked garbage. When you say
specifically-
garbage, that means
okay,
it's
look,
the
look,
worst that
look,
you've
look,
ever seen.
look.
And
Here's
it
my-
is
here-
definitely
here's
not
my-
anywhere on that
Here is
category.
my official
And
statement
no,
on Death
I'm not no
Stranding.
Kojima stand because I could care less about Kojima.
We all
I
know
haven't
the
bought
game
all the
is
Metal Gear
garbage,
Solid. I
bro.
only
Why
bought
are we still
Metal Gear
talking
Solid
about
2
it?
and
I want to
3.
move on from this. Here's my.
But I don't like people being hypocrites.
The
I'm gonna
other
point
thing
you
I want
out
to
on
bring
every
up,
single time.
the other thing I want to bring up because I want to get off of Death Stranding is I don't know if this is true, but I heard there was like you can make grenades in this game out of shit. Like you use a toilet and you make grenades out of it. Is this true?
Yeah, you can do that in real life. It's actually you can do that.
Wait.
It's got compounds.
What's it called, a dookie bomb?
This man don't understand what fertilizer is. It's not human fertilizer that makes bombs.
Can
It's
you
a
so
video game.
this man just brought up real life. Okay, my nigga, you can do it in the game.
It's a video game.
I mean, I think if you throw a handful of shit at somebody, they might calm down what they doing.
Wait, Tick.
That might
Hold
control
on.
somebody.
It's a video game, so they changed a little bit, but you can literally make a bomb out of dookie, dog. Not a human dookie, I don't know, but you can do it out of dookie.
Wait, Tick, can you hear me?
Yeah, I get you.
Why would you see what we talking about? See what this game?
Y'all making excuses for the shit and piss bombs too?
Yeah, he's trying to.
Come on, man.
You can actually do it.
Hold on, Blanche.
You use real life to
You
explain
can
it.
actually do it.
I wanted to ask Tick, why is it that people can't figure out what this game is? I have people calling it a game like Journey, an artistic game. Oh no, it's Alex is calling it a simulation game. Kofi's calling it Breath of the Wild, but for Sony. You got people calling it Metal Gear Solid 5.
It's a Stranding game.
Yeah, Kojima's calling it a Strand game. Now he's calling it an action game. Can you explain this for me, Tick?
I can't because that's their opinion.
All right, let's go.
I just wait for the game.
All right, I'm gonna head out.
Hold up, man. Let me give you the final nail in the coffin for this game. All right, look, bro. I'm gonna tell you now. Let it go now before you get highly disappointed later, because he showed us what this is. He showed you that he just took Sony's money and he got his Hollywood friends together and they had a party and they had a fucking blast, and he didn't give a fuck about really making the game.
When it come out, y'all gonna be surprised. That's all I'm saying. It's gonna be pretty good.
But
no, we're not.
Y'all gonna miss out on it. Y'all might miss out on it.
one?
It's gonna be good. No, I don't buy any game day one. I look up reviews.
Oh man,
Oh no, you doing all that and you not even get. Come on.
we gonna have
If you going this hard for the game, you
I
gotta
look for
get it day one.
I look for user reviews to make sure nothing either broken in the game. Cause I'm getting it for the PC, obviously. So I want to make sure it ain't broken.
Oh, he using that
You
excuse.
said Kojima
Say
don't
it's
make
good.
broken games. I could have sworn you said that.
I've never said that. What are you talking about? What?
All right, I'm
Yeah, he
gonna
pulled out.
I'm
I'm getting
not,
it
I'm
for
not a
PC.
Kojima stan, so I told you that. That's
Down
why I
for the
don't know where you
game.
got that one
You gotta
from.
get it day one.
Nah, I don't gotta do nothing. What
All
you
right,
talking
moving
about?
on. Moving on from that. We'll see. I'm sure there'll be more Death Stranding talk than they probably even before that. But so this was on Twitter. I don't know how many people seen this. It's. I'm shocked. I'm shocked at many things about this tweet. Get that echo. I'm shocked. One, that he tweeted this. Two, that he kept the tweet up. Because apparently this man has no shame. So I'm gonna put it on screen. And this was the tweet about from the guy talking about.
I already know where you're going with this.
Talking about the roaches in his PS4. Right now.
Oh man, right when I'm eating.
Well, you shouldn't be eating. So this guy has roaches in his PS4. First thing, the first thing is he had no shame in tweeting the fact that he has roaches in his console, which means roaches are in his house. That's the first thing. Then in the comments below, he tries to post a whole bunch of things like defending the facts that he has roaches in his PS4 by saying that pretty much the PS4 has vents and it attracts roaches. I'm like,
you know who that is?
You guys want to know what's funny about that? That's the same dude who bought that Gamer Girl
that's the guy
bathwater,
that...
and he baked it. So he's a known weirdo.
Wait.
Yeah.
You gotta send me a link to that. I gotta see that.
Yeah, so he a known weirdo.
So, and then he asks Sony to design smaller holes on their console. But bro, you won't need smaller holes if you ain't have roaches in your crib, bro.
So what you saying is Sony fans have roaches?
No. I don't got no roaches in my crib.
Tick comprehension fucked up. That's crazy.
I'm saying this weirdo somehow found a way to blame Sony for having roaches in his PS4 instead of cleaning his damn house. Amazing.
That is some fucking nasty. Yeah, you gotta be a nasty. Why would you even want people to know that though?
That's what, bro. If I had, first of all, niggas would never know this. If I had, I definitely don't got roaches, but niggas would never know. I wouldn't tweet it out.
Like, why would you just announce, "Hey, y'all, my house dirty as fuck.
Bro.
I got a roach problem." Hey, why would you?
These PlayStation haters sick in the head, bro.
Like, bro,
you had motherfuckers agreeing with them too, though. I seen the tweet agreeing. I'm like, bro, what is this?
Because he's saying it's a well documented problem. Like, bro, get an exterminator, my guy. What are you doing?
Sony fans got roaches. Oh shit.
I couldn't believe that tweet, bro. Like, Jack was right. Niggas really do find a way to blame Sony for everything.
Bro, I'm telling you, dog. I read that shit. I had to double take. Like, huh? What's going on? That shit crazy.
Damn.
Man, sick in the head, bro.
And he was plugging his YouTube channel and Twitch and all that. I'm like, this nigga got no shame at all. I made sure I screenshotted the tweet because I'm like, there's no way he's gonna keep this tweet up. This man is gonna be ashamed of himself. So, and this shit's still up, bro.
Hey, he obviously okay. He must really got roaches up.
There wasn't no regular roaches though. Them was them super sized joints. Like
he vaped bathwater. You think he really cares at this point?
For the record, he's from Cali, so he's from California.
No,
Niggas talk about this must be a New York nigga. Nah, he from Cali. That's y'all people.
Oh, why would they think New York automatically?
I don't know. I thought rats was our thing.
Yeah,
that's what I'm thinking.
Nah, they like family members.
Cali got earthquakes and like wildfires and shit.
Wait, hold on.
Yo, y'all going exactly.
Hold on, wait a minute. How you got roaches in Cali?
What that mean?
Damn.
I don't know. Are roaches rare in Cali?
Roaches is universal, dog. Roaches is universal, dog.
No, I'm saying your roaches are everywhere. I know that. Come
Hey,
on.
we know
But I'm saying like roaches ain't really that big of an epidemic in Cali.
That's because he got a dirty ass house. That's why he got roaches in my
I don't know if that's true or not. Roaches aren't an epidemic in Cali. What?
Look,
they're not heavy on the West Coast like they are on.
Let's keep going. We know New York.
How do you know that? How do you know that?
I know that because I lived in Cali and I lived in Colorado.
I'm not
gonna say you had roaches.
I'm not gonna lie, Baron is kind of telling the truth because I didn't really see roaches like that until I moved.
Yeah, I don't see them out
way
there.
down the West Coast.
Because in Colorado, I was like, damn, I have not seen a roach here. When I was there for like 2 years, I was like, damn.
Why was you thinking about that?
Because I'm gonna tell you why. Trust me. When I was growing up as a kid, roaches was a problem in our house. So I already know what they like. So
Jack said we already know.
What happened?
So I know you ain't talking, Jack. As much food as you eat in your damn room, you probably got roaches right
no
now.
roaches in my
So
house.
you need to quit it.
I live in a. Well, I don't live in
I actually just looked up a list.
He probably moved from.
Yeah, let me hear this because I don't know where y'all get these stats from.
So this is not roaches specifically, but they qualify it as pests. The top 10 states with the most pests. They actually have Houston as number 1, New York is number 2, Washington is 3, Atlanta at 4, Philadelphia at 5, Miami.
I'm 4.
Yeah, Miami at 6, Tampa at 7, Nashville 8, Phoenix 9, and Boston.
And no Baltimore on that list. Let's go.
No Arizona.
Rodents or.
Bro, Baltimore got a lot more bigger problems than roaches.
They got human roaches. They call heroin addicts. They human roaches, heroin addicts.
Yo, what is going on?
Get out of here.
That nigga doing the dope fiend lane. Hey,
Point is, that nigga need to clean his house. All that is.
Human-sized roaches on this man's PS4, dog. I'm dead.
This conversation crazy.
Hey, hold up, Blanchard, you can't be over there tooting your horn for Arizona.
Why not?
Y'all motherfuckers got scorpions. Them bitches walk around like goddamn. They walk around like squirrels. Like what the hell?
No,
I did hear that. Yeah.
Hey man, Jack, y'all got pet catfish in your house. Get out of here, man.
Here you go.
Don't y'all eat not squirrels? I mean, I know y'all eat squirrels, but don't y'all eat scorpions in Arizona?
Who the fuck you talking to?
Jack, I know you ate a squirrel or
Nigga,
two
we
in
don't
your
eat
life.
no fucking squirrel.
I know you ate a squirrel or two. Stop this.
This ain't Mississippi, nigga. You don't
No, they eat possums. They eat possums.
You eat no fucking nigga. We
Hey, one of them. It's either. I think I don't know if it's raccoon, possum. Yeah, he's one of them damn.
Yeah, they eat them little rodents. What them little rodents?
No, nigga.
No, hold up. Jack capping like a dog right now.
No, I know
Jack
it
is
is.
capping.
Jack,
Hold up. Wait a minute. Jack, you live in Memphis, don't you?
Yes.
Boy, you know about that coon.
You got me all the way possum. Baron, you got me all the way fucked up.
Nigga said hold on.
Oh yeah, they eat
Possums and chitlins. Oh man.
Nigga said squirrel is a delicacy in Memphis. That shit is a delicacy.
Squirrel, nigga.
That shit is a delicacy. Stop it, Jack.
Nah, it's possum.
We fighting. Like what?
Coon and possum. That's it.
They
Coon
be
and
eating them
possum.
king size rats out there too, bro.
Stop that, bro. What is wrong with you?
Oh my god.
That's too funny.
This is not Mississippi or Louisiana, sir.
Now we know what it is, man. It's Memphis. That's what we're talking about. We know what it
Yeah,
is.
That ass kill a fucking possum in my backyard and offer to give it to me for me to eat it. I ain't gonna lie. I tried some. Let me tell you, coon is the most leanest meat that you could ever taste, bro.
Hold on, you ate
Because all the garbage they be eating.
Wow.
So why you changed your name to Jigaboo Jones?
Hey, it is.
Where you from? Where you from?
That sounds crazy.
Atlanta.
Oh, okay.
Oh, you Atlanta niggas eating coon. All right, cool.
Atlanta niggas eating more than coon.
My seal. All right.
I mean, to be fair, Hey,
Yeah, ate a whole lot of meat.
Hey, most of
Bro, it's only like that when you go up north, bro.
Hey,
it's not like that when you go down south.
Most Atlanta niggas are coons anyway, so it makes sense.
Oh man,
Facts, big facts.
Oh boy, all right.
Y'all love to hate on the greatest city in America.
Greatest.
Yeah, that way.
The gayest city in America.
The greatest city in America.
Hey, listen, I got nothing against Atlanta. I got nothing against you calling it the greatest until y'all get like y'all HIV rate down. That's all I'm saying. Y'all got to get that rate down, bro. The joint's too high.
What rate?
The HIV rate.
Oh, well, you already know what's going on.
You know why?
You know why?
They are like the best sword fighters in the world down there.
Oh man.
Oh, you saying they playing real life for honor?
Hey, you gotta pause.
There aren't
Ain't no Ubisoft, though. Ain't nobody soft down there.
All right. You be hard.
Yo, it's not that bad. There aren't that many gay people here. I don't know why people keep saying that.
Let me answer for you. Here's the
There's a
problem.
lot, but I mean,
I was just down there. Everyone's gay.
No, you need to stop the bullshit. You need to stop the bullshit.
To everyone.
You need to stop the bullshit. Here's the thing, man. People hate on this city that don't live in this city or this state. I don't know why. I think it's because Atlanta kind of runs almost every fucking medium there is now. So people can't stand to see that. So, and the thing is, nobody's going to deny that the gay population is significant, but it's not overrun. It doesn't overrun the city. I mean, that's not feasible. It doesn't make any sense.
Nobody hate on Atlanta because of that.
So
they do. Everybody hate on where everybody's from. They said heroin addicts are in Baltimore. That's in DC. That's not even Baltimore.
Yo, my cousin Dennis calls Atlanta the land of the nipple piercings, bro. About a whole bunch of gay shit. And I went to the gay pride, not the gay pride parade, but I got
you could be heterosexual and go to the gay.
I was on the train during the gay pride parade, and let me tell you, there are people that come from all over to come to the pride parade from a whole bunch of different states. New York, Cali, it don't matter. They all come here. I don't know why.
What was you wearing at this parade?
Reason why you were there.
Jack, you was some assless chaps to the gay prop right coming out.
Hold on, wait a second. I'm gonna back him up on this.
Oh yeah, you
back him up on it. You gonna back him up on it? You gonna back yo Barry? You sure you want to say that?
Hold up, wait a minute. Hold up. To his defense, okay.
You gotta pause that, dog.
Yeah, you gotta pause that.
I can't even focus now. Y'all so stupid.
Hey, he said, "Come, little girl, would you back that ass up?"
To his defense, right? Here's this is not an issue, but here's what's actually happening. Atlanta had a lot of successful Black entrepreneurs, and a lot of them happen to be in the LGBTQ community. So there's a lot of men that are in that community.
That's the only way for them to be successful.
Well, I guess whatever. But
you can't say
the
that
thing
community's name on YouTube though. You gotta call them the alphabet people.
I'm not gonna say that. That's just ridiculous.
All right,
but whatever.
All right.
But I'm saying like so a lot of them have pretty much they have higher ranking jobs.
They do,
in corporate. So they put together all these things to have these functions in Atlanta. That's why Atlanta's becoming that destination for them whenever they have their festivals or whatever. So that's really what's going on there. And then people try to turn it into everybody. No, man, this is not true.
Let's get back to gaming. So let's talk Nintendo. So Nintendo has filed a interesting patent, and it's for Joy-Cons. It's for Joy-Cons.
I guess y'all saw the comment too.
Yeah.
Nintendo has filed a patent for Joy-Cons that have the shoulder buttons bend backward. Have y'all seen this? Let me put it on the chat.
Oh, I see. It was on the heat.
Hold up. This man said the B in LGBT stands for Baron.
So this is the patent, and apparently this might be for better ergonomics. Any thoughts on
Yeah,
this?
I saw this.
That looks. I don't get that.
Yeah, it like flips downwards.
Yeah.
Huh?
Oh, so you can stand it up with the. What the fuck?
Bro, I just want the sticks to be like right across from each other.
I don't see why that would help.
They can't do it like that.
Landrew, Baron, any commentary on this patent? Any ideas why this would help? No? Okay.
They don't know.
No answers?
No comment? No comment.
Oh, wait. Oh. Talking about that bendable Joy-Con thing?
Yeah.
I think it's okay. I don't think it's nothing crazy. It's that's something you would have to play to see how it would feel. Like it would be bendable. It won't be permanently stuck like that. Like you can bend it back and forth like a hinge. So I don't know. It might not even have to do with these patents. They patent a lot of stuff that just never happened. So
yeah, true. Okay. Jack, did you ever talk about Plants vs. Zombies Battle for the Neighborhood? Like your thoughts on?
Oh, Jack, hold up. Before you do that, what's up with you sounding sad and not sponsored? This video is now sponsored by EA.
What you mean? What you mean, man?
Jack fancy now, bro.
Hey, he sounded so unexcited, like he sold.
No,
his soul.
I was trying to hear him get the video done. That's all that was.
But let's go with the game. Quick impressions. Quick summary.
Fire.
It's cool. It definitely need a balance patch. That's the main thing you're gonna notice if you play it. It definitely need a balance patch because some of them plants they strong as fuck, bro. Like they is.
Yeah, like the acorn.
Bro, the acorn. Wait a minute. Hey, yeah, bitch, you got the game, right?
Yeah.
Hey, we need to run that. I gotta do some shit on it. But yeah, it's a mushroom on that game that's ridiculous. They need to patch the game. That's the first thing. I think they got a website up now where you can like leave your feedback. But it's cool. They improved the single player content. Well, it's co-op too, but they improved that. Added new characters. It's cool. It's cool. I'm rocking with it.
Oh shit! I was supposed to.
And quick promo, if you get it before September 25th, you can get the Founders Edition for $29.99.
Nice.
It's $10 off from the global launch, which is October the 18th. There you go.
Right.
Is this game of the year, TJ?
Absolutely. No.
Look, the main problem with the game is that like the attack characters do as much damage as the healing and the support characters, which makes no sense.
I think they need to buff the support characters though.
No, because like the foot soldier should not be doing as much damage as this goddamn sunflower. It makes no sense.
Listen to these enemies they're talking about here, guys.
Hey, wait a minute. No, you said you like PvZ. Hold on, Tick. You ain't finna.
I do. All right, I like the modern combat though. I like that.
That's what I'm saying. This is the sequel right here.
Yeah,
this is the sequel. This Garden War. This is pretty much Garden Warfare 3.
It's like a more mobile version of it though, in my opinion.
You think? No, I don't know about that one. They added more modes and shit. It's cool. If you like the other PvZs, you'll like this one. I'll put it like that.
All right. Monster Hunter World.
Woo!
Wait, what's what is it? Iceborne?
Iceborne, yeah.
Okay, so
Fire.
Okay, Visions. I want to talk about this for a different reason, but you played it?
Oh no, we could talk about it for your reason.
But did you play it?
Yeah, I played it.
Give us how is it? Real quick.
If you like Monster Hunter World, you'll like Monster Hunter Iceborne. I like how they added a grapple hook. So like when the monsters try to run away, you could hurry up, grab them, get on them, knock them down. It's really just more of Monster Hunter with a new region, ice, and I mean that's it.
The reason I wanted to bring this up is because like when we had the conversation about Monster Hunter, whenever it came out, none of us really were interested. I think Visions might be the only person in here that's even interested in or played Monster Hunter, right? And
I play Monster Hunter. I just haven't played it in a minute, but I haven't, and I liked it.
Okay, because there was this dude in the comment section of last week podcast, and he was saying stuff like everybody we only talk about like the samey type of games, like all the games we talk about are like
first-person shooters, third-person shooters.
And I'm like, that's not true at all. Like pretty much every game that comes out, like as far as like even if it's major, even if it's not games that like I'm necessarily into, I make sure we talk about it. And honestly, because I watch other podcasts, I could actually say this, that we talk about more topics on this podcast than like damn near any other podcast.
Hey,
like,
I'm not gonna cap. I agree with that person.
Talk about. Go ahead.
You guys discount a lot of anime games.
True.
A lot.
True.
A lot of you guys.
Like what?
Don't Like, I know it's not even a topic on your motherfucking list, but they just announced that there's a Fairy Tale game coming out. It's a turn-based JRPG. You didn't have that on your list, did you?
I said
And
major. Is that a major game?
Yes.
I talked about WoW Classic,
hold up.
and they
Fairy
shamed me.
Yeah, and he was talking about WoW Classic last week, and y'all shamed him. Y'all don't talk about a lot of games. And Fairy Tale is important because it is one of the most popular animes.
True.
Let me just finish what I was saying. I just wanted to point out that we talk about more topics on this podcast than like any other podcast, and this motherfucker.
You were just on the wrong topic, BG.
What?
This dude said that we don't never give Nintendo props, and we had fucking Blandrew and Rystar praising fucking Astral Chain, right? They was praising the game. They did a short synopsis on it. Oh, y'all don't even talk about Nintendo. Y'all just speak on Astral Chain. Like, bro, y'all listen to the podcast,
and that's what I'm saying. These motherfuckers don't listen. Like, this was the same thing that this dude I'm talking about was saying. He was saying, like, when Monster Hunter came out, we didn't talk about it. I'm like, first of all, we brought it up. But nobody, like, what do you want us to do if nobody in the podcast cares about that? You want us to talk about a game we ain't played? Like, what the fuck are we gonna say?
Vision's a permanent member. Hey,
but this is the thing.
Talk about it.
This is the thing about that, though, right? Like BG said.
And I bring people on to talk about it. Oftentimes. But go ahead.
There's another thing, though. If we don't have no knowledge on it, we gonna be misinformed with the shit we said. Why would we touch on it? I'm not gonna talk about fucking invested in stocks if I ain't never played the stock market. Like, go to somebody that got that info.
You gotta get somebody else in there who knows what
I think I'm missing the point here.
What's the point?
I think the point your audience is trying to tell you is to expand your fucking horizons.
That's his point.
That's basically what they're telling you to do.
Jack only play indie games and shit.
That's not true.
You know what I mean? So it's like, and I remember last time I was on here, y'all was capping at me for talking about Astral Chain way before it came out. And you ate that crow on it when it came out. So it's
but that's different.
I didn't forget.
That's different.
I think I forget that. I didn't forget that.
But we don't have a problem with talking about Astral Chain because even though I'm not into the game, I know it's a major title, right? But I can't speak like that deeply into Astral Chain and all these like lower tier fairy tale games that like Vision was talking about. Like, I never even heard of this shit. Like, nobody cares about this fairy tale game.
Hold up, BG. Hold up. Before you go, Barry. BG, you just proved that nigga's point.
No, I didn't.
Don't. Yes, you did. Low tier fairy tale game. That means you don't expand.
But he said Monster Hunter. Like, we talked about that.
BG, I got this though, right? Baron.
Yeah, go ahead.
We do expand our horizon. We added Blandrew to specialize in Nintendo.
We added Blandrew.
Okay, let me answer that.
But Blandrew wanted to go out and get pussy, so it's like, bro, like
let me answer that. What's up? Hey, first of all, that's number one priority over anything. So props to Blandrew. But listen, what I mean by expand your mind and all that stuff, horizons and up, is that y'all probably need to play a little bit more games. That's what you probably need to play. You know what I mean?
But if we
and that's more directed toward Jack because Jack talks so much shit about.
Wait.
Let me finish before you open your mouth.
Biggest repertoire of all of them.
No, I'm saying he talked all that shit about Nintendo, then he plays stuff like Plants vs. Zombies and all this other shit.
Wait a minute, let me speak.
That shit is crazy.
Wait a minute,
crazy to me.
First of all,
because it's like they try to play other games, especially bigger games.
Wait a minute,
like an Astral Chain or Monster Hunter. Y'all need to start giving stuff like that.
Wait a minute.
You know, some playtime.
Go ahead. First of all, I got paid to play Plants vs. Zombies. Second of all, I'm gonna run down a list of games.
Ain't no excuse.
I'm gonna run down a list of games I've beaten this year, and they're very different.
Okay. How many of them on Switch?
I don't have a fucking.
How many of them? Exactly, Jack. That's the point. It's not about how many games you beat.
Somebody bought Jack a Switch.
Some of these games.
How many of them games on Xbox?
I'm live. Listen, I'm finna run down the game. Listen, I'm gonna tell you every platform.
No, I'm talking about major releases on Xbox and Switch.
Can I say them?
Oh man.
Persona.
I don't want to hear no indie shit.
Listen. I'm finna tell you the games I beat. I'm finna expose you. I beat Persona 4 Golden twice. Vita.
Oh God.
That's on the Vita. That's on the PS2.
That's not new, Jack. That's not a new game.
Cool. Can I finish? I beat Resident Evil 2 over 4 or 5 times. That's a major game of the year contender. True or false? I beat Shadow of the Tomb Raider 3 times. That was a well, people claim it's a game of the year contender. I don't agree with that.
That shit came out last year.
I played Dishonored twice this year. I already beat that game.
How old is that game?
I'm spreading my. That's a first-person game, right?
Jack, you're not understanding what the problem, what they bringing to you.
I played
major games come out, y'all don't play them.
I play Alan Wake, an Xbox game. Alan Wake.
That's old.
I played Gears of War Ultimate.
Is old.
I played Gears of War Ultimate Edition, an Xbox game. I played Sea of
Thieves. Ultimate. Gears of War 5 is out right now.
I played Gears 5. You're not listening. I played Gears 5. I played Sea of Thieves. I played Recore this year. I played fucking My Friend Pedro, which is on the Switch. Detroit Become Human. Ease 8, which is on the Switch. An 80-hour JRPG. I played Super Hot, which is on the Switch. Control, which is a... You don't know what Super Hot is. You don't even know.
Super Hot's a good game.
Super Hot. Okay.
No, Super Hot's a good game.
Keep going.
I've been playing a variety. I play the biggest variety of games on this fucking podcast. What are you talking about?
Jack, out of all the stuff you listed, Jack, a lot of that shit is not one of the major releases for this year.
I play the biggest variety of games on this podcast. What are you talking about?
But hold on, this is more about
every major release for Switch.
Nobody plays a bigger variety of games.
But hold on, that's why we have. That's why I got Blandrew and other people to fill those gaps though, and they usually do. But like people talk about expanding your horizon on games, like my nigga, I've been playing. I'm 29 now. I've been playing games for at least like 20 something years. At this point, I know what type of games I like. I'm not gonna go and play some fairy indie whatever the fuck this anime game is called, because I know I'm not gonna like it. I know by now.
If you go into it thinking that you're not gonna like it, then yeah, you're right. You're not gonna like it. You have to be.
I said that same exact thing on Twitter this week, BG. I've been playing games way too long to not know what I like and dislike. I'm going to waste money on games I know I'm not gonna like.
Hold on. But y'all do that all the time. Now I have to jump in because whenever I say I don't want to play a game because I think it looks horrible, y'all be like, but take away even play it now.
You only play multiplayer,
Who said that?
so you don't count.
Y'all use that on me so
you
many
only
times.
play multiplayer games.
You never like, did you play it? And I'm like, no, I'm not going to play it because I don't want to.
But BG,
play it. How you going to talk about it?
Hold up, BG, back on your point about Fairy Tail, right?
Don't try.
But I think you would like it because according to you, you like JRPGs. It's a JRPG. It's just an anime game that they're making into a JRPG that's turn-based. You were saying you would play Yakuza turn-based, so why wouldn't you play Fairy Tail?
But the other thing is, these motherfuckers assuming like we got time to play every major release too. Like, come on, my nigga. Like Gears 5 just came out, Borderlands came out. We can't play every. First of all, like nobody in here except one person, and that's not a shot at at Jack. Everybody else works a full-time job. So unless you motherfuckers about to be like paying our rent, you can't be expecting us to play every major release that comes out.
Bro, listen, bro. First of all, if we want to get really deep in that, first of all, that Patreon ain't to a point where y'all can make any demand. First, like if that motherfucker had to write a price on it, I listen to y'all. Until then, man, y'all fall all the way the fuck back.
That is a two-way street. Y'all gotta put in a little bit more effort, then a lot more people will put more money into the Patreon.
I'm putting it. What else do you want me to, bro? I stream like fucking 60 hours a week. What the fuck else am I gonna do?
Hey, bro.
But you're streaming the shit they don't want to see.
I get paid to stream that. These are games people paying me to play.
Unique shit. That's all I'm saying.
People are playing. Well, hold on. Wait a minute. Let me get this straight, right? People say I don't play enough games. I ask for requests. I play the games that people pay me to play. People still complain. I go and get the games people complain about me not playing, and they still complain. What the fuck is that?
No, I do think Jack plays Jack plays more of a variety of games than I will say than me. I definitely have my certain type of games, but like it's not all shooting. But I definitely know my type. Like people don't gotta ask me. People don't gotta ask me like what game I'm buying. They you already know what's up, right? And just because those are just the games I care about. But I think there's a variety of games I like. There is a variety, but it's specific when it comes to the other certain genres. I don't buy every game in a certain genre.
Let me just say something real quick, right? You guys, like, while you do have like Nintendo and Xbox representatives on this podcast, you guys do tend to like dogpile on like the Xbox and Nintendo guys and hype up the PlayStation stuff.
But Blandrew, that is that is upon you and the Xbox representative to defend
No,
yourself.
wait.
That is true, Joe. But to be honest,
It'll be like Smooth versus like the whole podcast, or me versus the whole podcast.
I don't think so.
Usually
Bro, did I not just argue everybody in here about what fun is in the game? I don't bad that you got to stand on your.
Hey man, look, that's just the way they are. You're just gonna have to deal with that.
But I think
but
You
Blanche,
can defend yourself. What the fuck, bro?
But at the same time, man, it's like Jack. You're just funny to me. You just.
I
funny
think people
because-
downplay because we all disagree with a lot of things and agree with. Like I argue with Jack about one topic, then agree with I just told you I think Days Gone is shit. Jack loves that shit. I think it's garbage.
Exactly. We disagree. Exactly.
Like there's a lot of shit we disagree on, and people are making it seem like we all just dogpile on one thing. I'm like, yeah, we're not necessarily Nintendo guys like me and Jack, but we disagree on stuff. And like it's just mix and matches, man. Like it's not all one thing. We'll shit on an Xbox game, but then I'll shit on like a PlayStation game. Like it's not all.
It's PlayStation games. I don't like.
I think that's the reason why you guys have like continuously had problems getting Nintendo fans on here, because generally you guys just dogpile on them like that.
I don't think so.
When
Nintendo dudes come on here, we do not like attack them. We don't attack them. We may attack the game, but not them.
It's not that. It's not that they dogpile. I mean, they chastise and stuff like that. It's just the fact that they are really not knowledgeable about the games. That's what makes it worse.
No, stop that. Stop. No.
Oh, yes, it's true.
Wait a minute. Even if I do not like, I have seen every single Nintendo Direct, every single Planet Xbox. Well, not Planet Xbox. Inside Xbox. I watch these games, bro. I be knowing about these. I be watching streams, even if I do not like the game, bro. Please don't do that one. Don't do that.
Like y'all gotta stop.
I be knowing about this.
Literally just 2 weeks ago. We had what's his name?
Nintendo.
No, RGT. We had RGT 85 in here. Nintendo fan.
RGT. We done had ruler review.
That's because he got subs. Y'all respect him. Y'all don't be respecting me around here.
You heard like a hurt wife right now, man.
Wow. We had RGT around here to give his input.
That man, RGT.
RGT was never attacked. We had him give his input on whatever topic Nintendo related, and we respected it.
It would have hurt you, Blanche. Where they hurt you at, bro?
Well, I don't know where people getting this from.
Blanche, you silly as fuck.
No, but Blanche be having wild hot takes though. That's the thing. Like you a little bit different.
No, I just think Blanche is correct to a certain extent, because this is why I always get into it with y'all back and forth. Y'all put Sony on this pedestal they don't really belong on. And then you, Jack, you do this all day on Twitter. Stop, bro. You put Sony you put them on this pedestal they don't belong. And then here's the biggest part. You could put your favorite company on a pedestal.
Sony, bro.
You could put your favorite company on the pedestal, right? But the problem becomes when you think nobody in the gaming industry whatsoever is anywhere near them.
Look, wait.
That's ridiculous.
Okay, Baron, guess what though, Baron?
That's when it gets ridiculous. It's like,
not.
Ooh.
Listen, I'm gonna give you one statement. I'm gonna let you talk.
I want your tweets to reflect that for the next
I'm gonna let you talk, but listen to this.
I want your tweets to reflect that
Listen, I'm gonna give you a factual statement. Last year, PSN digital sales only. Online shit people bought on PSN.
Here we go.
It eclipsed.
It eclipsed and they got 2 billion sales. Okay, what's next?
Microsoft entire gaming division, online and physical, and Nintendo online combined did not make more than
Jack,
PSN
what else you
alone.
got?
So
we know this already, Jack. What else you got?
So they not close.
Look,
They not close.
I want to say this like
exactly
at all.
What I'm saying.
I just want to say like
that's
not close at all.
That's your problem.
Y'all know with me. I literally will go. I will go to war.
That Xbox hasn't put out anything worth playing though. That's the thing.
Yeah, so it's really deserved. I feel like we do it. We rag on people when it's deserved. But like I was literally at war with like PlayStation fans this whole week.
No, consumer fans.
No, one for Death Stranding and other for Gears 5, which I want to get into, because literally the reach that people are doing to downplay Gears 5 is like it's literally retardation. It's immense retardation. Like You got
because all
dudes-
they have to look forward to is some type of raccoon simulator. But back to you guys.
like
BG, hold up. Wait. I know what BG trying to get at. BG, you do that like twice a year, so don't act like you.
Hold on, wait.
All the time.
Yo, hold on.
You say he capping.
I'm literally hold on. Anybody who follows me on Twitter knows I'm literally always at war with niggas. It's always a different fan base. But it's cycles. I'm literally arguing with PlayStation dudes and Xbox dudes and Nintendo dudes like every other week. I alternate, not on purpose. It just happens.
Argue with PlayStation dudes for though. Like what would they?
Well, PlayStation this week it's been Death Stranding and it's been Gears because they're trying to downplay for one thing. Like the big hit. Here's what it was. I made a top 10 list visually because of games that look the best this gen because Kofi made a list and it was absolute fucking garbage. Okay, I made a list. It was way better, and I put Gears 5. I put Gears 5 at like number 3 or 4, right? And then I put Uncharted 4 at like number 8, right? And I think this is specifically like I can't even say it was all PlayStation fanboys. It was specifically Uncharted fanboys because I had like 5 PlayStation exclusives on that list of visuals, but people were only mad at Uncharted's place. I don't know what it is. Let me say this. I don't know what it is about Uncharted, but like Uncharted isn't even the best PlayStation exclusive. But when you not even talk ill of it. It was number 8 on a list of hundreds of games, right? And motherfuckers was mad at Uncharted being number 8. Like, bro, 5 PlayStation games are on this list, and you motherfuckers ain't mad about nothing but Uncharted being at number 8. Like, what is wrong with you motherfuckers? And yes, Gears 5 does look better. Most of you motherfuckers haven't even played the game, and you trying to tell me what looks better when you motherfuckers still playing on a 1080p TV. I'm on a 4K monitor with HDR and G-Sync and all this shit. I play at 4K 60 at hertz you probably never even seen in your life. Okay, at colors you never seen in your life, and you trying to tell me you on some fucking Vizio trying to tell me what game looks better.
You went to the Vizio.
You motherfuckers is out, yo. Niggas is telling me Days Gone. A nigga was literally arguing with me, telling me Days Gone looks better than Gears. He said Days Gone looks better than Gears 5.
You got to understand what happens, man. This is why I say the Sony peasant fan base is the worst fan base in gaming.
I said that.
You are correct.
I posted that,
and I'm gonna tell you why. I'm gonna give you just one example. Just this one example. This is the only fan base that trashes any exclusive that comes out on any other platform. You don't see Nintendo fans. You don't see Nintendo. You do not see. Let me finish what I'm saying. When the exclusive comes out for Xbox, you don't see Nintendo fans run over there to trash it. When the exclusive comes out on Nintendo, you don't see Xbox fans running over here to trash it. There's one fan base that does it to both sides every damn game. Every damn game.
Hold up.
And let me finish.
Hold up. You know what's funny about Baron saying that?
The whole shit that happened with Astral Chain was a whole nother level of fuckery.
Mario Maker, Fire Emblem.
To the point that we are review bombing shit on Metacritic. It's a problem.
Hey,
bro.
Baron.
Hold up, Baron. You're saying that,
no
but
sense.
Baron, the past year and a half or 2 years, you've been slandering nothing but Sony games. What are you talking about?
Wait.
You slandered God of War. You slandered God of War. You slandered Death Stranding. You slandered Horizon Zero Dawn. Come on, bro. Come on, bro.
I want to say you need to pump your. No, let me answer him, Jack, and I'll let you go. This is what you need to understand the difference. If I say something is better than the other, that doesn't mean the other is trash. That's where y'all fucked up in the head. That's where y'all fucked up in the head at. Because if you take a Sony fan, you say this is better than something Sony has, they take that automatically as you saying that is trash. That's
like
where
Horizon versus Zelda when they were doing that back in the day.
You know what I mean? The only game I ever talked ill will about was God of War because I didn't like how they changed what he was doing, and Detroit Become Human because that's not a fucking game. That's a damn movie on a disc. So you can't tell me I do that. Now, if I say something is better than something, that's on you. That's your problem. If you think I'm saying that shit is trash, that's your problem.
I just want to say real quick. For the past 6 years, no exaggeration, actually over 6 years, there has been at least one tweet per day trying to discredit or say why The Last of Us is a bad game. Have a blessing.
I don't know who.
Every single day. As a matter of fact, y'all did it this podcast. He can't even swing the bat for real. Y'all do it every fucking day.
Hey,
every day I
that
deal
was
with
pointing
it.
out hypocrisy. That's all.
Every fucking day I deal with it.
I didn't say the game was bad. Didn't say the game was bad at all.
You're trying to
You see what I'm
discredit it.
But
Hey, I'm just pointing out. I'm pointing out.
It's got bad animations. Why y'all still playing?
It's got weird animations. It's got weird animations.
Stop
The cars textures are garbage, and you know.
It was an old game. What did you expect?
It's a PS3 game.
Even on PS3 games don't look like I've never seen games with cars.
Nah,
like that.
man,
I
a lot of those PS3 games were low
it look like some
resolution, bro.
silver.
The
and
Last
all
of
over
Us,
car.
the Last of Us environments are absolutely trash, but I have seen games on the PS3 that look just like that. The environments are trash.
Hey, but BG, true or false? Every day, at least once a day, you see a tweet trying to downplay why the Last of Us was a good game.
Listen, like
Every day.
here's the thing: when a game is constantly brought up, right, and compared and downplayed, most likely that's a top game. Even if it's a game I don't like The Witcher, but the fact that it's still in conversation, I understand it's a top game. Like it's just part of it.
It's the top game.
Baron Tick, y'all gotta admit this crazy, bro. The Last of Us got compared to fucking Devil May Cry, bro. How?
Wait. Whoever
said that?
Wait, who did that? Who did that?
It became a whole thing on Twitter. They was like,
Jack move.
Since
That
the
was
Last
a
only
narrative
got one
started by
melee button.
PlayStation fans.
What's up?
That was a narrative started by PlayStation fans, and I can prove
No,
it
it
right
was
now
not.
too.
Why would they do
No,
that?
because what happens is just like what freaking Kofi did with Death Stranding and Breath of the Wild. That's what people do with The Last of Us. Like they compare it and downplay it, and the thing that a lot of people do is they forget that this game came out like fucking 6 years ago or some shit.
Meaning that it was made longer than that. It was like made like 7 years
People
ago.
compare The Last of Us to games like it came out yesterday. That tells you a lot, and they do this with a lot of games.
You know why they do it though? It's because you put it on such a high pedestal.
No, but bro, they don't make sense. Bro, they said,
that's why I brought it up. That's why I brought it up.
They said the fact that The Last was only got one melee button. They was comparing it to fucking Devil May Cry. Like what, bro?
Hold up, Jack. You got to understand why they do that, because Homeboy did have a point. Anytime, no, he has a point on a certain aspect of it. Anytime I could tweet anything positive about Nintendo, it don't have to mention Sony at all. You know what the first three replies gonna be? The Last of Us God of War PS4.
Now hold on, Baron. I gotta call you out.
What the hell?
You're not lying.
That ain't got nothing to do with what I'm talking about.
I gotta call
But they
Baron
know
out.
how you act.
Talking about.
They know how you act. Though.
Let me call Baron out.
If you
Baron, I
never
got.
said anything
Like,
about
come
Last
on,
of
bro,
Us
you
or nothing,
serious?
they wouldn't comment that.
Oh, I gotta call Baron out. I gotta call Baron out on this because
what?
I gotta call you out because when
what?
it was Gears 5, right? And it was when the game just came out and I didn't have a chance to play the game yet, right? So I tweeted out, I was like, how's Gears 5, right? Innocent tweet, did nothing malicious or crazy about it. He's like, well, how the fuck is any Sony game doing lately? I was like, what?
It hits the fence.
I was like, my nigga, I just wanted to know.
Let me answer that. That was directed at me. Let me answer that. BG can fool y'all with this bullshit he's trying to say right now, but he ain't gonna fool me.
Bro, I legit wanted to know how Gears is.
Listen. BG be tweeting shit in shade. Like, I don't catch the shit.
Why would I shade Gears?
Already.
Jack, why would I shade Gears?
No, he won.
I'm on the team Sony, so I would have expected it.
Listen, I shade and shit on a lot of games. Gears is not one of those games, and I don't really do the subliminal tweets with games. I directly shit on games. I was innocently asking how is Gears, and you attacked me for it.
No, bro.
You attacked me.
I got some BG on there.
I'm not mad at
this
you on
shit
that.
all the time strategically.
But
So
BG,
y'all get fooled by this shit all the time, but I don't be fooled by it.
Hold on. I see what Baron's saying. He's saying that BG occasionally like to cap for games that he really don't. But this is BG don't.
I never do that.
BG don't sneak this though.
I
BG
don't.
directly attack games that he don't like. That's the difference.
Nah, he did do something.
But Baron said you be capping for games you really don't.
I definitely don't. Like I was like, yo, why this man attacking me this morning? I didn't even do nothing, bro.
He said it.
Hold on, wait a minute. Why did you take that as an attack? All I did is ask you a simple question.
No, because I tweeted, I simply
I did.
tweeted how is Gears because I didn't get to play it yet, and you brought up Sony. I'm like, my nigga, like,
First of all, that was not what you tweeted verbatim.
Bro, don't make me find it, bro.
Find the tweet because you didn't say it because I didn't play it yet. That's not what it said.
Bro, don't make me find this tweet. Don't make me find this tweet, though.
That's not what the tweet said.
That's exactly like I just innocently asked.
You said "How's Gears" or something like
that.
Yes, something along those lines.
It was it was the most innocent tweet.
Here's what happened. BG tweeted that as everybody was jumping on the Xbox fanboys because Gears didn't rate a 90. So I know what BG was trying to do. He was trying to throw some shade on the side. So I was like, bro, you wasn't slick.
I can't believe you. I can't believe you.
I can't. You know what you was doing.
But look, I want to talk about Gears. I do, right? Because I beat the game, and I made a review. Go check out my review, by the way. And who else in here beat it? I know.
Me.
So okay, there's two things I want to. I think it's mainly one thing I want to talk about.
Guys.
And it's no spoilers, but there's something that happens in the game. They give you a choice, right? Jack knows it too. I know he's seen it. They give you a choice, and I thought this choice was trash. It was probably the worst part of the game that they included this, because it makes things unsure about Gear 6, and it just doesn't make sense that it happened in this game, or who it happens to.
Pretty much what you're saying is the choice, the way they did it is kind of like Infamous. The choices you make cannot be canon. Only one of them can be canon, right?
Right.
So the fact that it's a choice at all is pointless. There's literally no reason to have that choice if it's not going to matter in future games. It can't matter. Unless you pick the right choice.
I only know of like.
No, it's permanent. It's going to be a.
Okay, but I only know based off my choice.
You gotta wait to see.
I don't understand why, like how.
Okay, but what choice is going to be permanent in Gear 6?
Yeah,
it is depending on your save file.
But okay, what?
How you think they're gonna make two different versions of the game?
Yeah. No,
So
it's just gonna be somebody's.
Don't say okay, but that means the lore of the game is gonna be different going forward. Then, depending on what choice you pick, right?
And here's my other issue with it, right? It removes the weight, and for one thing, this happened way too early for like people to really care. That's my issue.
No, it didn't.
No, it definitely happened way too early. Like when you look at like stuff that happened like this in Gears in the original Gears trilogy, it had to happen later for you to care. Like when that
every time a tragedy happened in Gears, it happened right before
the second one. Yeah,
it happened. It always happened before the last.
You ain't really like when motherfuckers act like when General Rom killed that first dude. I'm like, who the fuck cares? We don't even know this nigga.
Yeah,
like,
I didn't even want.
We don't know this nigga.
No. I just want to say this. It's something very similar happened in Gears 2.
So you got
if you follow the story.
Because John died.
Nah, you didn't have a choice. This time you did have a choice.
But here's the thing, right? That wasn't a choice. The fact that it happened and you couldn't do nothing about it.
Yeah, the story is gonna remain the same for everybody.
That made it hurt more. This is just like a choice, and you don't really know which one is canon. So it's like, oh, this feels cheap. It feels like a gimmick. It feels like, oh man, it feels like a gimmick.
But we know it's not.
There was no emotional weight to it. So I didn't like that.
That's why I don't like it. That's why I don't like shit like Infamous. What's the point in being a bad guy on Infamous doing a full bad playthrough if at the beginning of the first one, the second one, you're gonna be a good guy again. And you know
Because
the good
it's
shit
just
is the
the
canon
experience.
ending. That's the story.
It's just the experience. That's why.
What? Why experience something that's not real? That's like an alternate timeline type
I
shit.
mean, game isn't real anyways.
They took whoever beat the game the first time, everybody played the hero. They said that if everyone played the villain the first time, they would just went with that ending.
This
But
is my
everybody
thing,
wanted
right?
to be a hero the first time.
Games like that, they only need to have choices if it's an RPG or it's not gonna have a sequel. Don't make a sequel to a game and you give me a choice that doesn't fucking matter in the sequel. I don't like that.
No, it's gonna matter. It's gonna matter.
But how though?
And
they're gonna pick one. They're gonna pick one.
But I hate either choice. Either choice is trash.
That's your opinion, though.
They'll probably do like a survey of the person that most people.
Yeah,
kill
they're gonna use
that.
Yeah.
Nah, I think it's depending on what you did on your profile.
They what we said though. If they go with the majority, everybody that picked the other choice did it for no reason.
But how you know they're gonna do that though? I don't understand why y'all run into that.
They announced that they did that. I think for the second one. I believe. I'm pretty sure. I have to look back up.
I mean, Smooth. They only gonna make one version of the game, right? So that means a lot of people are not gonna. Wait a minute. Oh, I didn't do that in the last game. So why is it like this? You know?
Or you probably didn't play the last game at all. So
yeah.
I mean, it ain't gonna matter if you didn't play the last game at all.
But my thing is, but y'all jumping to the conclusion that that's exactly what they're gonna do. I don't think that's the case.
They don't have a choice.
No, why wouldn't they have a choice?
They might not. They might just throw you a curveball and say, "Okay, we're gonna go with this ending."
Nah, I think it's based on your save profile.
Here's my problem. If it's based on your save file, right? If it's based on your save file, I feel like they're gonna be taking on too much. There's only two
choices, bro.
Yeah, but I feel like they're gonna be taking on too much.
Hold up.
And it's gonna be like, okay.
Wait.
Okay, no, because
no. Let me attack this right quick. Let me attack this right quick. Hold on. You gotta think about it. Wait, because you're saying that's gonna be too much, but technically, was Gear 5 too much because you go through the remainder of the game based on your choice? So
there was only 30 minutes left in the game after that.
So what? But some of us made different choices, so we had a different surrounding.
They only did that for the end.
But this is what I'm saying. Making 30 minutes after a choice is one thing, right? Based on the choice you make, they have to make an entire game with two different paths, and they have to be drastically different because the two choices would impact the game drastically different.
But the problem with them doing this with the choices and gears is now there's no longer a canon gear. There's no gears. It messes up the gears lore pretty much.
Exactly.
Because nobody knows what the real lore is anymore because if there's two choices. Like how do you determine what gear story is the true story?
You know what else though? If they do what Smooth is saying, they're gonna make two separate sets of like pretty much it's gonna be interchangeable, and that's gonna be trash, bro. If you think about it, bro. That's gonna be. I can't even say what I want to say without spoiling shit, but that's gonna be trash if they do it that way.
So by them adding choices,
how would it be trash if it follows?
Because that means I can't say what I want to say. If shit play out the same no matter which choice you make, that's garbage. Bro.
Yo, how many people can fit in Discord?
No. It wouldn't.
I don't know.
It's unlimited, I believe.
Really? I can't add nobody in. I think the limit per voice.
I'll head out if you need to, because I do have to go somewhere right now.
All right, cool. Yeah. Do we have any more Nintendo topics? Well, nah. You good? All right. What the hell? It's still
he be hoeing Blandrew for them Nintendo topics, boy.
No, I'm trying to add Addict, but it's not letting me. It says the party is full. The group limit is 10, but we don't have 10 in here.
Blandrew left.
Yeah, we only have 8. We never had. What the hell? Oh, hold on. I think it's the member list. Oh, because okay, I got it. He didn't even have to leave. Let me remove Bond. Bond, not Blandrew, come back, ho.
Yeah.
He said he had to go somewhere though.
Yeah, he said he had to go.
Yeah, he's like he definitely did.
Attic, what the hell is your?
I got it. Hold on. I don't understand what Smooth not understanding though.
No, because you guys are assuming like
no, but Smooth. I can't see. Never mind. I can't see it.
So I played a game where that happened before, where everything just carried over.
Okay, how about this? Let's make an example. If it was God of War, right? Say for instance, you could play God of War with Atreus as your fucking sidekick, or like Gaia or somebody, right? If that was the case, and they saying the exact same voice lines, the exact same cutscenes, how is that? How is either one of those characters actually integral to the story or important? If they can do the same shit and it feel the same way, you see what I'm saying?
That's you got to make.
Are you comparing that to Infamous Second Son?
Can you guys hear me?
Yeah, we hear you. I think you have to make two drastically different games if you actually go with someone's save file.
Exactly.
Go ahead, Attic. What do you think on this?
I think it's a waste of time if they don't make two drastically different games. If they do and it's written well, sure. But if they don't, then they should have just had. Let's be real here. One of the decisions being the previous decision. We both know which one's going to be canon if there's not two different games.
There's one decision that's way more impactful. I will say that's like more tragic because that choice is like you feel it a little bit more.
Well, I think they're just going to go with the ones the fans talked about the most. That's probably what they're gonna do.
I think they're gonna have two different games.
I think they're gonna have two different, paths. Yep.
I think it's gonna be one of those things where the story is gonna be impactful, but it's only gonna be certain parts of the game, and you're just gonna play as the other person.
I hate it. I just hate the whole thing about it, man. I don't like it.
If it's done well, I'm for it. Like certain sectors, let's say because that happened. different enemies show up because of like a domino effect.
I think
that would be cool.
I think that's too much on their plate story-wise for the coalition to handle. I'm gonna be real with
Really?
you. I think that's too much.
Yeah, I got some low ass expectations.
But look, even with naughty, like even with developers that are great storytellers, like creating two different timelines, that's hard.
Oh, it is, and we're gonna see if it pays off. For all we know.
So basically, you saying they're gonna pull a Pokemon, have two different versions?
No, we're not saying it like that. Pokemon's generally the same game. It's just you play different. Yeah.
Games with two different timelines usually has one of the timelines end up being trash. If we're gonna be
and I agree.
And one of them is canon, and the other one isn't.
See, I don't think it's a matter of timelines or things happening. I think it's just a player replacement. I mean,
well, see, I will say one thing. When that showed up, you can look at mine and Kid's playthrough. Like, Kid literally didn't know what to do. He just sat there. I have faith in it. I do because they haven't shown me. I don't know if any of you know. Do you know what the length of the development time was?
On what, Gears 5?
It was like 3 years or so.
Yeah, it was 2.5, almost 3 years. From the time it went gold, it was 2.5.
And after the choice, I felt like it was too instant. Like I felt like, okay, this happens, throw it away, throw the whole thing away, we're done, move on. Like I'm like, that was kind of quick. Where's the pain to where's the drawn out pain and anguish?
And, when it comes to I see a lot of people have issues with the ending, like how it's just like it goes from. Because Act 4 is probably the best act in the game. And it goes from the very top of Act 4 and just drops. Like, there's no payoff at the very end of the game. I felt like, sorry.
No, I think Act 2 is the best act. And Act 4, I think I told you that when you asked me on Twitter. I see the ending of a game coming. I'm like, okay, the ending is probably the next 5 minutes. I was playing this shit and the credits just rolled. I was like, what the fuck was that?
It's definitely what my annoyance is. The main antagonist at that time, there should have been how she's she said something, they were talking to Kate and she says, not if we do that first. Mm-hmm. After it should have had the credits rolling and the after effect of what happened in Act 4. Then at the end credit scene, there should have been a cut scene of the antagonist saying something. You know what I'm saying?
Y'all just gonna spoil the whole game.
We gonna move on. But yeah, that's how I felt about it. I hated the decision. I hated it.
Well, no, I didn't say anything deadly. I didn't.
I mean, I know you
said deadly.
I can't.
But I can't. Many details for the end of the game.
But I can't really talk about it unless I say something.
Yeah. Well, let's move on from it. That's just one part of the game I hated. Talk about this past week was like the 20th anniversary of the Dreamcast. I don't have a lot of fond memories about it, so if anybody has any memories they want to share on the Dreamcast 20th anniversary. Anybody?
Oh man, Dreamcast.
Oh yeah, Dreamcast.
I'm gonna go ahead and head out. This is way too before my time.
All right.
Oh man, what's he like 17?
No, I'm 27, but I didn't play any of this shit. So it is what it is.
Hold up, so you never played Sonic on the Dreamcast?
I played Sonic, but it was always like that distant cousin that came in that hooked it up, and I played a level and he left. I never really was around Sega. It was always Nintendo and PlayStation.
All right. Well, anyway, my memories. I got real good memories of Dreamcast, man. I first saw that sucker back in the day. I remember I was playing my PS1. I was playing Madden 2000, right, in the kitchen. And I used to have a little small TV set up in there. So I walked to the bathroom and my older brother used to stay with us and he stayed in my bedroom. So I was walking to go pee and I took a look inside my room and saw a little white box, but I ain't really paying no mind. And I was like, wait a minute, was that a Dreamcast? And I stepped back and looked. My man really had a Dreamcast. He didn't want to tell me. He wanted to surprise me. And he had a girl over. I went in there and just cock blocked and everything, went up in there and started playing the game, dog. I had so much fun on that sucker. I think I was in there for a whole 3 hours just playing the demo disc, Ready to Rumble, and then he had Soul Calibur for it at the time.
So that's probably the longest you've ever played games, huh?
Damn.
Oh man.
Hey man, I may not play him that long, but I whip his ass in just about everything I play him in. So
Anybody else? Memories, Dreamcast?
Wait,
I
when did the
remember
Dreamcast come
always
out?
being in that console at my friend's house and cousin's house, just there. Like I never knew what it was or what it played or anything like that. I
You didn't
just
own a
looked at it.
Dreamcast.
I never owned a Dreamcast. Now
That's crazy.
When did the Dreamcast drop?
in '99.
Yeah, 99.
99? Oh,
Yep.
yeah, nah, I was 2. It's just
Oh
black.
man.
Wow.
Well,
In 20.
yeah,
I was 3, so.
well, Dreamcast was one of the first consoles to bring arcade games to the house
home.
that were actually like better ports or equal ports.
I
It
thought that was a
console.
Saturn that did that.
No,
Nah, Saturn
Dreamcast.
was
Hold
still
up, man.
like lower.
Dreamcast did it with games like Marvel vs. Capcom 2, Power Stones. It was a lot
Also
of
the
games.
Dead.
Shenmue was a game that people praised
Oh,
on the
Shenmue,
Dreamcast.
yep.
Another game that it got a lot of praise for, the port version it had, was Resident Evil Code Veronica, Soul Calibur in 1998. Of course, Crazy Taxi came from there. There was just a lot of good games that came from that console, and that console had a lot of replayability. That was the console that I told you it came with the memory card that you could take out and play games on.
VMU?
Yeah. So it was just a good game. Street Fighter 3, that was like the only console to get that game. So it had like a lot of games had, and the quality of the games were like never seen before. So Dreamcast was like a little bit ahead of its time. So the reason that a lot of people praise it is because it was a really, really solid time.
It came out too early.
Yeah, it was a little bit ahead of its time.
Like what really killed it was go ahead.
It was ambitious, very ambitious.
No, it was it did come out a little bit too early, but once you played it, you was definitely captivated by it, because that was like the first console where you can really realize what physics can do in a game. So
yeah,
it was, and then you were like, oh man, playing that and then trying to. The first game I played on there was Ready to Rumble.
Yes,
I played Ready to Rumble on there. I was like, whoa, wait a minute, I didn't know games could do this. You know what I mean?
Yeah,
I still don't understand how it like failed though.
Because of in Japan, like DVDs were like starting to become like a really popular thing. And when Sony launched their title, their PlayStation 2, it had a built-in DVD player. So that was one of the issues that killed it off, because it just couldn't compete because it didn't have that DVD player. Like people were wanting DVDs, so they were like, well, it's a video game console and it has a DVD player in it, so I want to buy that with a Dreamcast. Other issues I think was like, weren't they just like piracy and like throwing like and throwing like just random games, like too many games out there that people didn't know nothing about. And
it wasn't just that. It was also that when it came out, there was still a lot of
bad taste of the Saturn.
No, there was not that. It wasn't. Trust me, it wasn't the Saturn at all. It was just the fact that the 64 and the PS1 still had some really big bangers come out after that point. So it really wasn't taken over from them consoles from them too.
Oh, and third party.
No, but it was a console that it was like one of the only consoles that you didn't have to do anything to it to mod it. You just simply had to put a disc in it. And it got to the point where people was like,
people were burning discs, right?
Yeah, people were burning discs on this game. So it was like everybody started finding out about that. It was dead after that.
And third party support too. Like they didn't have Madden, they didn't have EA like that,
but they had 2K.
They had enough games. It was the piracy just finished it though. It definitely did.
Oh my god! When I first saw NFL 2K, like I just remember seeing like the trailer on the little demo disc, and I was like blown away. Now you go back and look at it, that sucker is ugly. But back then, I thought that joint looked like real life.
That shit was groundbreaking back then.
Like I never forget.
He said real life.
No, I swear to goodness, it looked like real life. I went.
It did. You got to understand that was the first where I actually seen some boobs physics. That's the first console you actually seen better facial animations out of characters.
Right.
Like you didn't see none of that. Like you just had people with box hands on N64 on GoldenEye, or the what I call bathroom textures on PS1, like the textile textures. So it's like that was really mind blowing to see stuff like that.
Yeah, I still got my Dreamcast. It's right in the closet.
Ooh,
all right,
still working everything.
That's fire.
All right, cool. So moving on from that, so Nintendo has filed a multi-million-dollar lawsuit against ROM Universe.
Oh, they're going at everybody.
Wow. They want people to stop selling their shit.
Yeah.
Can you blame them?
For obvious,
yes,
large scale infringement and everything like that. Yeah, they're going after them.
I got a problem with this shit. Like, okay, this is my thing, right? With the whole emulation and this is my issue, right? People use the argument, oh, I'm doing this to preserve game and history, this, that, and the third. But then they'll turn around and emulate a game that's readily available for purchase. That is not preserving game and history. You supposed to emulate shit that you can't acquire no more by legal means.
But that's
what the fuck
Red
emulation
Dead
is
on
for.
PC. But that's
we
not
getting
the
that Red Dead on PC though, bro.
But that's not the case for everybody though, Jack. Everybody who emulates old games don't pirate new games.
But my point is, people using the argument that they're trying to preserve game and history and pirating shit. Emulation was meant for shit that's not you can't legally purchase anymore, right? If you pirated some shit that ain't for sale nowhere, I understand it when I emulate. But if you trying to emulate shit that was on PS3 and Wii U, like you can still buy this shit. Like, come on, man, stop this.
Does it bother you?
It bothers me because they not being genuine with the shit they say. Yeah, it do bother me. And you know why that bothered me? Did you hear what we just said about the Dreamcast? The Dreamcast, Sega damn near went out of business because the people was doing what? Pirating they fucking games, right? So when games don't sell, when you don't get a sequel to your favorite game, but you just stole that motherfucker, don't be upset. Hey man, live with that. You got to lay around with that.
Some people pirate games for better quality, believe it or not.
There was
nowadays.
other issues too. It wasn't really just
4K. I know. 4K 60 Zelda.
Oh man, yeah, okay, yeah.
Like watch.
I'm just saying what I heard.
Watch G4 Tech TV Icons Dreamcast or whatever it was on Sega, and then explain why they went downhill.
I'm just saying, bro. Like, I understand this shit. Someone then people, oh, I'm gonna pirate it now, but I'll buy it later if I like it. Fuck, just
Ain't nobody
fuck
doing
here,
that.
bro.
I'm gonna get rude.
Fuck out. Exactly. If I like, I'm gonna keep playing that pirated version.
I mean, they sell you like emulated versions anyway. Like,
I'm not gonna lie, I've pirated games as a demo and then bought it.
I did that with Sekiro.
I've never pirated
because
you pirated it.
I hope the FBI is listening to this podcast right now.
No, because look, sometimes in 2019, 18, all these years, these games been trash. So you like to test it out before you know.
Oh, y'all bring up PSP piracy. That is a good point. The reason the PSP sold so much was because people was pirating it.
Yeah, that's true.
That's another reason why the PSP didn't have trophies, because people could just hack the PSP so easily. And that's another reason why they brought out proprietary memory cards for the PS Vita. And that's, well, they shouldn't have charged the amount they charged. But remember when they had like $100 fucking memory card? That was why, because motherfuckers wouldn't stop pirating the PSP. So you ain't do nothing but fuck over the fucking consumers in the end game.
And it still got pirated.
I listen. That is
Jimmy a dirtbag, dog. You know you can pirate everything, bro.
I don't know. That's not true. Do not say that about me.
We gonna get fucked over in the end,
That's
man.
not true at all.
You put that evil over with you, Bobby.
Things just be popping up. I'm like, well, who sent me this?
I want to move on to some other topics so we can get out of here sooner rather than later.
All right.
So the new Modern Warfare beta.
Oh, this is a good time for a bathroom break. I'm out.
So I played a few rounds of it.
You still hating on Call of Duty? Golly.
Ooh, you mean Jack or me?
Yeah, Jack. Yeah, Jack.
Look, so a lot of people have been complaining about like the maps and everything like that, and it's what I expected. Because I said the 2v2 mode. I think the 2v2 mode is amazing, but I said once these other regular modes and regular maps come out, I think it's going to be a clusterfuck and it's going to be messy. And that's exactly what it seems like.
No, you know what? You know what? You know what my problem is with people complaining about this game? It's the fact that all these motherfuckers asked for Modern Warfare to come back. Then they brought Modern Warfare back. The map designs is similar to how the original Modern Warfare was, because Modern Warfare didn't have the three lane design like the newer Call of Duty. It was. You said what, Tech?
I said sure enough, then.
Yeah, because if you go back to Modern Warfare, damn near all the maps you could get shot from 10 different angles. So why are people acting like this is something
I think
new?
My problem always with Call of Duty, and this is like from every Call of Duty, at least from 4, not Modern Warfare 4, but Call of Duty 4, Modern Warfare. Yeah, you get what I'm saying. Call of Duty rewards killing but not winning, right?
Yes,
like
that's also
even when I play Call of Duty, like, and I'm sure people who take the game way more seriously than I do feel this way. You don't feel reward. You don't get anything from winning. You don't feel rewarded, right? So if you walk out of there, it's like a diva and a wide receiver in the NFL. Like these motherfuckers, like as long as they walk out of there with like 10 receptions, maybe 200 yards, oh we got the L, but I got my stats in. Motherfuckers, they don't care. It's the same thing with Call of Duty dudes. Like they really don't care about winning. It's really about the stats, and the game promotes that type of culture where because in game, like when you're getting all of these kill streaks and all of these pop-ups on your screen, like that type of feedback is rewarding you for getting kills but not getting the win and not playing the objective. And that's the problem with Call of Duty's culture.
I don't agree. If you play an objective style game mode, they actually do play the objective, and they're focusing more on winning than actually getting kills. Like if you play Search and Destroy, if you play
I disagree.
Domination, Headquarters, like they're going to be caring more about the objective than killing each other. You actually hear people on the mic saying like, "Yo, also play the objective."
And also, BG, it sounds like you didn't really play like the actual competitive modes, because if you played like league play and stuff where it was a higher skill gap, all them niggas played the objective.
I was playing Domination like earlier. I mean,
okay, but I'm saying like in the regular modes, niggas don't really play the objective as much. But it's but that's because casuals run Call of Duty. So if you want to actually play like objectively, you got to play like the competitive.
But I see, like I think that is a problem inherently. Like you gotta like there's like this. You got to do all of that just for people to be in a room where people will play the objective. Like that's why like I'm more of a Battlefield. Like I don't got to go on Battlefield and like, oh, I got to be in this room or play this mode for people to play the objective. No, people playing the objective off the rip in Battlefield. You don't have no choice.
No, that's a lie as well.
Not necessarily. People be fucking around in Battlefield.
Niggas
people be blowing cars up. They be setting traps on cars trying to blow you up in them.
I saw a dude literally just sitting in the back of camp with a fucking C4 strapped it to my car just so I couldn't get in it and blew it the fuck up right in front of me.
There's a few jokers, but all in all, I think more people concentrate on the objective.
And let's keep it a stack. Half the time the medics don't even revive you. Like, come on now.
The only game where people actually play the objective are games you don't play, which are like real like military type shooters, like Insurgency or stuff like that.
I played Insurgency. But, I've tried it. I tried it out. I tried it out for a few hours.
I was about to say, let's run it. But
okay, not right.
No, I was gonna play
also, this Call of Duty beta allows you to hook up your keyboard and mouse and play it natively on the PS4. So,
okay, yeah. So I think the problem is more it's the design and it's also the culture in Call of Duty. But I'll definitely play that 2v2. That 2v2 ain't no issues.
Yeah, I'll do that 2v2. I didn't play. I didn't get to play the beta though this week.
Anybody trying to play it later on?
Yeah, I would. I got to pick one.
I got a life,
but I definitely want to play. But I'll probably play some more tomorrow though. But I actually don't have really a problem with the game. Like I'm gonna say this right now, it's not what everybody was putting it out to be. Said it feels different. Like it feels like Call of Duty to me. Like I was praying all over the place with no.
I'm not gonna lie.
Kick or stuff.
What they say about it feeling different, it feels different in a way, but not like completely. It's mostly because the weapons feel like they have weight to them now.
That don't even feel different. I
do
shot at a guy, switched to the pistol, and hit him twice and killed him. I was like,
and the guns actually got some actual recoil and shit now. So it's kind of like
I think they got weight.
They don't know. Not at all.
I agree.
That was the main thing I was looking for when I was playing. I was like, all right, let's see if it's got some real recoil in the guns. And like, I was shooting at guys from a distance with no scopes, just using my iron sight, and I was popping them in the head, like getting headshots on them.
All right.
So I don't think they have really like real.
Moving on to some topic. Project Resistance. This is the new Resident Evil game, the 4v1 game where you got to take on the tyrant. When you play it, you can play as the tyrant and like you can like set traps and stuff like that. Yeah. It's kind of like Friday, except with the Resident
Evolved
Evil.
And shit.
Yeah, it's kind of like that. It doesn't based on the gameplay, it doesn't look great. I would try it out, but I can't say I'm thrilled by it. They've tried other things like this.
Bad.
Yeah, they've tried other things like this, and they haven't turned out well. But I guess we got to see what this.
Is this supposed to be like Left 4 Dead or something?
No, it's like so there's 4 survivors, right? And they're doing whatever objective they're doing, and then there's one person. Actually, a better example is you guys remember Fable Legends?
No, but go on.
Okay, so Fable Legends were like there was the 4 regular people on the floor that could control a character. And then there's this dude who's playing the game more like a strategic XCOM style game. And he could like go around setting up traps on cameras. But then when he sets zombies and traps down, he could also control them. And like if he puts the turret down, he could control the turret. If he puts the tyrant down, he could play as the tyrant. So it's like a strategic type game. Like so for me, like if I feel like if I play it, I'm gonna play it as the like mastermind more than I would play as the survivors.
I'm not sure. Is this being developed by Capcom themselves?
I'm not sure.
Okay, well, we'll see how
that sounds boring. I don't know if I want to play that. Like I'd like the benefit was I Left 4 Dead.
We'll see how it turns out. So we didn't talk about Tokyo Game Show at all yet. So I'm gonna do a quick run through of it. So Tokyo Game Show, some of the games we saw, Yakuza. We saw some Yakuza gameplay, the RPG one. I think Dragon Ball Z Kakarot. We saw a lot more Final Fantasy VII Remake. That looks cool. They announced a classic mode where the game is just gonna play a little bit like the older version. It's not necessarily gonna be turn based, but it's what the fuck is it? Pretty much classic mode is like the enemies, don't actually. They pretty much have to wait your turn. So it is kind of turn based, but I think it's a little bit different. Nioh 2, and there was a couple other games that were at Tokyo Game Show. They're all looking pretty good.
Yeah.
So was that it? That's all they showed?
There's more, but like we don't got time to get into everything.
Yeah, they showed the Fairy Tale RPG. They showed a little bit more of Tales of Arise, and they showed a couple other things. I can't remember though.
I only looked at one game on there. That's it.
Yeah. Other than that, GameStop is closing 200 stores, and they posted a $400 million loss last quarter.
Yeesh.
Oh yeah, that's going down the drain. Inevitable closure.
Get my credit out of this.
Still in business? Thought they would have already been offed already.
It's gonna take a while. It's gonna be a slow.
They
death.
still got over 5,000 stores. I think they might got like
Over
5,000 stores.
I thought they had like 2,000 left or something.
I heard they still got over 5,000 stores, so they ain't going nowhere.
It's gonna be death by 1,000. It's gonna be a while.
Amazon just needs to buy them out and then use them for like their games trade or whatever.
They'll do some shit like that. I can see them doing something like
that.
But can we talk about the fact that next year looks like it might be the best year of gaming?
So I mean, y'all didn't watch TGS?
Yeah, I mean,
we already talked about it.
I went over all the, but I don't want to get too deep into most of the stuff because it's already 8:30.
Hey, you should go ahead and read off those NPD while you at it.
I didn't even.
Oh.
we don't really talk about NPDs no more, and I haven't seen NPDs.
I know. I'm just saying. I'm just giving you suggestions.
I mean, I'm sure Nintendo Switch win again. I'm sure.
Hey, hold on. Baron bring up a good point, though, right?
I mean, I don't understand how that's supposed to be a huge feat, though. Hasn't the PS4 already sold like over 100 million? Of course, it's gonna slow down.
Oh man.
No, I was saying Xbox fans talking about like NPD on Twitter. It's like, bro, PlayStation won NPD for like 2-3 straight years. Who gives a fuck? Like, and Xbox still not winning NPD. The fucking Switch winning. Like,
I'm not gonna lie. Like Switch winning NPD would be more impressive if it came out at the same time.
The only way NPD is gonna be a relevant topic is if Xbox wins, which
Well,
never happens.
First, NPD is a relevant topic. It's just funny how nobody, cares about
listen,
it.
It's not. Listen, like I said, no, it's interesting. It's interesting, and I've been said this. It's interesting if all the consoles were at the same point in their lifetime, and that makes it more interesting, right? Because the Switch is in its prime now. The PS4 is and Xbox is on its way out, so it's like it's not as interesting to compare because they're at different points in their life.
I think this year is more significant than it was the last two, because
when the PlayStation's winning.
No, it's not because of that. It's because something is happening that I've never seen happen before.
And what's that? Nintendo do something good? I don't know.
I mean, they always do something good all the time.
What are you talking about then?
It's a lot of variables in place from what gaming is going to be this year to next year, because you have 2 new consoles coming out.
Mm-hmm.
And I think this is going to be a harder transition into new consoles than it's ever been before.
I can agree.
Because
with
how the market is now. So
I wouldn't even say the market is gonna be hard to display the difference. Like, it's not gonna be a huge visual difference that everybody thinking, bro. It's just not.
No, I don't think.
of course
You
it's
talking about
not.
next
You know
gen?
what I'm saying? The game's gonna look very similar. The only thing you might can see is a better frame rate. And they not
Yeah,
gonna
be crispy.
I think next gen they're gonna focus on 60 frames.
They can't.
That's what
They can't, bro. They not going to.
I mean. They're
Okay,
gonna have
here-
to like way more. Way
No,
better
here's
CPUs
what's
next
going to happen. Here's what's going to happen because we're starting to see this a lot more in games. A lot of games are now starting to have the option to where you have high quality mode or performance mode.
Yeah,
Border-
I think
that's going to be the main thing next year because people really think all these games are going to be 4K 60. It's not happening, bro. It's not happening.
I think next gen will be 4K 30, 1440p.
You can't market frame rate to a casual gamer though.
Exactly, that's happening.
You can. Yeah, you can.
No, you can't.
No, you can't.
What are
You can't
you
market. You
talking
can't
about,
market it
bro?
under the name 60 frames, but you can market it with another term.
When you go into the store about 4K TV,
That's why you're gonna hear them talking about feel.
Jack, they can market.
They
it as
have
smooth
never
gameplay.
marketed gaming with frame rate. They
No,
always
they didn't have a marketing term, but they'll get a marketing term.
Hold up, wait,
consoles
stop. Nobody's selling any consoles off of 4K 60. That's not what's going to get these people to buy the console.
Oh, it's not.
It's not going to happen. So y'all need to get out that lolly.
No, that's not what we're saying.
Has
though.
the PS4
wait a minute.
even hit
If
1080 60?
that was the case, the Xbox One X would be the best-selling game system right now.
Exactly.
When you go into the store, the TV says 4K. It don't say. They might mention refresh rate, but people don't know what the fuck
No,
that
actually,
is, bro.
the
So
reason
they
why
not
the
finna do
Xbox
that?
One X isn't the best-selling system is because not because of anything. It's still because Xbox got that bad aura around them.
No, but casual
Like for
gaming-
example, you know, look, here's the thing, right? When it comes to the sales of a console, the hardcores a lot of the times dictate what console gets sold the most because the casuals, they see the hardcores talking about, yo, this console is the best one, and then they gravitate to that one. So if they market it at 60 frames and the hardcores go to that, the casuals be like, oh, that's clearly the best system.
That's not true at all because at the end of the day, the customer is going to buy whatever franchises they're interested in. That's what it's going to be down to.
But I'm talking about for casuals. A lot of times,
no, that goes to casuals too.
Man,
Bro,
they mostly play Call of Duty.
Bro, you know what my casual friends say on Facebook, bro? They be like, PlayStation ain't got no games, the online don't work. I'm gonna get caught and mad. No Xbox is the best. Like, bro, casual gamers they not aware of nothing that's going on, bro. They still stuck in fucking 2005 somewhere. Like, whatever the narrative was back then, that's the narrative they still with because they don't keep up with this shit.
I know, but that's my point. That's what I'm saying. Like, whatever narrative, like the hardcore gamers set at the beginning, that's what the casuals go with.
They're not going to go with that. It's not going to happen with this garbage. It's not. You living in the dream world, bro. It's not.
I gotta agree with Burn. I never did that.
I'm gonna still be on my gaming PC. I'm just gonna get a PlayStation PS part.
Hey, Tick, I need you to back me up, Tick. Tick, back me up, Tick.
What up? What?
Does anybody know what PlayStation's lineup is for when the PS5 releases? I mean, I know
nobody knows why any of the lineup is.
Well, I'm gonna tell you this. I'm gonna tell you this.
A little bit too early.
This is probably the worst stretch Sony has had since the PS3.
Shut the fuck up.
Nah, I don't agree with that.
No, it is. This year has been absolutely terrible for them. That's number
2014
one.
was worse.
And no, I'm saying that because you trying to go into a new console, and there's so many hills they got to climb going into the PS5.
I mean,
and one of the major hills is that tariff situation when it goes into China. So that's one of the biggest things they got to get.
Xbox got to deal with too.
I heard that got put back though.
It should be safe to assume.
It's not. It got delayed. It didn't get canceled. It got delayed. It's still an issue.
Tariffs for everything imported into the U.S. from China, though, right? So everybody got to deal with that.
Yeah. But the thing is, you trying to launch a new console, and you got to understand they got to be halfway through, already finalizing who's going to produce what when it comes to the hardware of it. So that's a very hard thing, and I think and Sony was the only company to put out a statement saying it might raise the price of their console. So they're already telling you that you're probably gonna be paying a big dollar for
Sony. I mean, if you're a real one, you'll pay for it. My computer's like $2,000, so I don't care.
I ain't worried about them.
Well, that's you. That's you, buddy.
But other than that,
if you're a real gamer, you buy it. That's all I'm saying.
Let them know, Tick.
That ain't got nothing to do with it.
Trust me. If this is a hobby you enjoy, if it's a hobby you enjoy, you'll pay for that.
But the thing is, the PlayStation ain't the only option out there. So that's false. That's a false statement you just made.
Look, I have no words.
Nobody trying to play them little Mario games, bro. We adults.
Ain't nobody. But at the bottom line is, people have a limit that they're going to spend on a gaming console. So you can believe in that delusional world if you want to.
Remember the $600 PS3?
I said they don't, but I just say they real ones.
I think they'll pay $600.
I have no words.
Hell no, they ain't paying no $600.
I don't think it's gonna be 600, but I have no words.
It's not happening.
How much was your monitor? How much was your monitor, BG?
Like
1600.
See, that's just a monitor.
Bro, this price shit is ridiculous.
If you cried about $600, yo, you don't deserve to be getting.
I got it though. Like not everybody got it, but.
But
I don't know.
He said I got it, but I don't really got it.
No, I said not everybody got it. I got it. Not everybody got it.
Let me ask you this: how is that monitor, man? Because I'm still thinking about it.
I have no complaints. No, listen. See, I'm not gonna tell you to get it. You know.
This dude said Mario make it better than anything.
Hold on. What you trying to say, CJ?
Listen, I can't tell. How do I say this?
You got a problem, Vince. He's not trying to aid you in your problem.
Pretty much like you got a money problem, like not like you broke, but you got bad spending habits.
Hey, you want to hear what's funny about that?
No.
So I recently bought my 812 PS4, right?
Oh,
and
just shut up,
I'm already thinking about selling it so I could build a PC.
You a fucking goofy. Dog.
You actually have an actual problem. Like,
but why not just keep it and build the PC since we know you're gonna buy it?
No, because here's the thing, right? Like Baron said, PlayStation is looking dry until next gen, so there's really no point in it being in my house.
It is a point. You're gonna buy it back, so just leave it.
If you get rid of it, you might as well just wait for the PS5, man.
I know
exactly. You might as well keep it because he's gonna buy one.
I swear,
Jimmy. Hold up, Jimmy. You have no faith in me, do you?
No, I'm saying keep it. I'm saying keep the PlayStation.
Hold on. Console fans be wanting so bad to try to beat PC when it comes to like graphics and everything, but they're not willing to spend the money for it. If they were willing to spend the money to get those kind of graphics and performance, they would actually have games.
But you already know.
But you got to understand,
they're not the majority buyer though. That's why
the majority don't give a fuck about none of that.
Exactly.
BG does dodge the question.
I just paid.
Are you gonna answer my question?
What was your question?
About the monitor.
He likes it.
Should you buy? I love this monitor. But I can't tell you to buy it. I don't know your income and what your money situation looking like. I can't tell you to buy it.
Look, I could tell you this. I ain't a broke boy. I could afford whatever.
Right, if you got it, my nigga, then pull up and
No, black people just hate to feel they broke.
No, but look, dudes is not willing to like. People will have a $2,000 phone and then complain about the PlayStation being $300, bro. Like you already know what's going on.
Yeah, I don't understand it, dog.
Yeah,
like, that's so
people
stupid.
not finna.
Yeah,
but
because
I bet half y'all idiots went and bought iPhones, the most expensive garbage phone out there. I bet half y'all got it.
Well, I don't have that garbage ass shit, but
most people got $1,000 cell phones. But
and complain about a console, exactly.
But you got to understand, the cell phone in today's age is essential. You got to have that smartphone. You don't have to have a gaming console.
If you're a gamer, you have
get
to
a OnePlus.
You know what I mean? Like it's almost vital to survival that you have a.
Not a smartphone, just a phone, but not a smartphone.
No, in 2019, you definitely need a
$300, bro. You
can do that. Trust me, I'm not an Apple fan at all. You can do that, but I'm just saying.
Just to get
people, there's certain levels people have priority on when it comes to gaming consoles.
Man, I just bought an $800 VR headset, bro.
He flexing right now. Hey, what's my second flexing in here?
Which one did you buy? What was that? Which one?
I bought the Valve Index, yo.
Oh, okay.
Oh, is that the
like a boss? Okay.
Let me run down.
Is that the 1440p one, Tech?
Yeah.
Let me run down
1600p actually.
Discord.
I'm gonna tell y'all what. I hope y'all get a Last of Us 2 release date at the end of this month.
Well, Outbreak Day is coming. Outbreak Day is coming, so that's most likely going to happen. Discord is shutting down its Nitro games library because they said nobody was using it. So,
hold on, what?
Yeah, they're shutting it down. Wow. Like, you know how you could buy games through Discord, have them in that.
No, you get them free. You get them free with Nitro.
Oh well, they're shutting it down. They said nobody using that shit, fam. So we out. They said
get it from the Humble Bundle.
Yeah, they said.
I ain't gonna lie. Yeah.
They said I'm gonna see you on the way out, fam.
I had Nitro for like a month. I saw they got a lot of fucking games that I ain't downloaded.
Are they good games?
Yeah, they got a lot of games on there, bro. A lot.
I'm gonna head out, bro. Also, so Randy Pitchford tweeted out that Borderlands, it's exclusive to the Epic Game Store. He said Borderlands 3 has twice as many players on PC as Borderlands 2. I don't know if he capping.
That's a lie. He capping.
He could be capping.
He always capping.
And
to be honest, I don't think he capping.
He capping.
I don't know. If he's not capping, then there's a lot of frauds who claim they wouldn't use the Epic Game Store that's using the Epic Game Store.
You know what it is? It's mostly like the older PC gamers that's like, I'm not using it, but like there's a lot of new
the real
PC
ones?
Yeah, like the OG PC gamers.
The ones that
like
come
the
from
new
consoles?
Yeah, the console PC gamers are going to buy it regardless.
Yeah, because they stick anything up there. You know, they take it.
Mm.
But hey, we already had this conversation. We already had this conversation about a few weeks ago. Sorry.
And what is this conversation you're like alluding to?
About console gamers, taking anything up theirs, pretty much.
And what do you mean by that?
Like Bond right now.
He said that's okay.
What do I mean by that? What do you think it means?
I don't know what the fuck that dumbass shit means. That's why I'm asking you.
Put two and two together, bro, and come up with three.
Look, I can't put bullshit and bullshit together and come factual.
That console
So I'm asking you.
Take whatever.
I'm asking you, what the fuck do you mean by that?
I got a question for Tick after this.
What's that? Why after this? It could be right
I mean, I just want to know why are PC gamers so hurt, jilted, angry? Like y'all so fucking. It's always complaints with y'all. Instead of playing these thousands of games available on PC platforms, y'all complain about the one. Y'all complain about the same games that y'all can't play. Like, go play you brag about this vast lot, but go play them motherfuckers. Like, get off.
Here's
we more of like we are like. I don't want to make this comparison because people are gonna be like, "Oh, you comparing it to that?" They always do when they try to move.
Y'all like what? Y'all like what?
We like the freedom fighters, man. We
no, y'all not.
We fight for people that have the rights to play their games without having to pay $50 for online service.
Oh my god! Let me give you a prime example of what y'all are.
We fight for them to not charge us for online and stuff like that. That's what we fight for.
All right, bro.
No, man.
That's why on PC we still can play our games without having to pay daggone online fees to play the game.
Because they know you'll steal if you didn't.
Anyway.
They already know what the fuck going on.
It's hilarious. Y'all PC guys or something.
That's not hilarious. We try to help y'all out, but y'all don't want help, man. Y'all like
to get into this conversation.
I don't need no help.
Y'all like the beat girlfriend that's getting beat up.
No, you know what y'all like? Y'all like the cousin that nobody ever wanted to play with, and then mom made y'all. Then mom made y'all play with everybody.
And you
obviously beat you up all the time, but he loved me though.
You know what I mean?
Exclusives.
You know what PC guys are like? It's like when you was it's like when you was young and you was playing your video game and your mom said, hey, you gotta make your brother play, and then you fake plug in the controller.
The fake controller. Yeah.
That's PC gamers right there.
What was the Mad Catz controller? You hand them that?
Yeah, the Mad Catz. Don't even plug it in.
I don't get it because most of the console people own that though. Like I don't get it, and they played on that. That's why y'all know this joke because y'all used it.
All right, Tim. You got
it.
I definitely had an Apple.
Nice try.
All I know is that y'all capping real hard this generation because for the last few gens, y'all capping hard this generation because the last few generations didn't pay y'all asses no mind. Like y'all was irrelevant.
No,
y'all really were irrelevant.
We were always relevant.
No, you wasn't. Trust me, you was not relevant. We didn't give a fuck about what y'all was doing. We didn't give a damn about what y'all was doing, how y'all was doing it, what y'all
know how you know y'all care because y'all was sitting there crying like, well, can't we get better performance? Can't we get 60 FPS?
And that's what made y'all relevant. Once they brought this
y'all say that because we brought that to y'all because y'all ain't know that. Y'all had no idea there was a better, greener pasture out there.
Stop it, bro. Stop it.
Just admit it. We taught y'all there's greener pastures out there, and y'all
no.
I'm not
greener pastures like what?
No, look, I will agree with Tick because if it wasn't for Tick and his old podcast, I would have never saw the PC light.
Thank you. Thank you.
And I'm trying to tell you
like him.
That light you see is artificial bullshit. I don't want to hear that shit, man.
Nah, take them L's, man.
Ain't no L's. Y'all was
irrelevant. And you gotta put in a serial number to add somebody on your friends list. Get out of here.
Actually, I don't. I haven't added nobody on friends.
Anyway,
moving right along to what I was talking. Moving right along what I was talking about. Look, man. Look, everybody's like, we're glad that y'all happy and y'all have y'all performance levels over there. But y'all just keep bringing that nonsense over here, and we really don't give a damn.
We don't bring it over here. Every time I'm on Twitter,
we don't.
Especially when they were releasing the specs of the PS5 or what was rumored. You got people talking about, oh man, PC guys are scared. I'm like, what is this going on? Twitch and see this.
No, y'all do be doing that.
What is going on? What is this?
Barry got a
Why
point,
bringing up PC guys?
Bro, when people tweet out they enjoying a console exclusive, well, call me when you get 60 frames per second.
First of all, that only person, and I'm 100% sure that person that you just quoted was Black Bond, who really ain't even a PC gamer at this point.
Bruh. First of all, that's 95% of all PC guys.
I never called out anybody on the console at all. I didn't care.
Inclusion and
I never cared.
The fuck up,
I never cared about people playing on consoles. If they felt they want to play on consoles, they can play on consoles. All I ever did was state what was on the PC and why I enjoy PC games.
Good news for you. Witcher 3 Netflix show. The date apparently leaked and it's coming out in December.
That show actually doesn't look bad.
They don't look bad at all.
Good for
He's
you.
gonna be butt ass naked with some fucking.
Nigga gonna light candles to watch that shit.
Gonna be romantic as shit.
Don't come at me like that. Don't come at me like that.
So a man was sentenced to 15 months and banned from gaming after a fatal swatting incident. He got somebody killed for swatting, and he's only getting 15 months.
Oh, you talking about the dude that did the old thing in what was it, Ohio somewhere?
It was recent. I think it was the Ohio one. Yeah.
That's fucked up, bro.
Not getting a lot of time.
For life, you get somebody killed over a video game. You need to get life. Fuck that.
Hold up. Who is this? Hold on. I see somebody in the chat that said something dumb. Until PC gets relevant IPs. You talking about the IPs that you guys get on the console after they get popular on the PC? You know, like H1Z1, like PUBG, like Fortnite.
If you don't sit them mediocre goddamn IPs down somewhere,
they on console.
What are you talking about?
On console,
man, if you don't stop that bullshit, bro.
What you talking about?
Oh, bro, stop.
What's the game with the dinosaurs? A little survival game that people like.
You don't even know the name of this shit. You up here trying to clap for it.
Yeah, stuff like that.
Oh, shit that's on console.
What about any titles that started off on PC that went down to the consoles?
Yeah, they went to console.
Yeah. What are you talking about? The relevant IPs. Yeah.
No, the more popular relevant IPs are on console.
Let's talk about all the games.
It's going to be like that.
Hold on. Let's even talk about the games that are on consoles now that were popular and started on the PC. Doom. Call of Duty. Call of Duty was a PC only game. What else? Hold on. Halo was supposed to be a Mac exclusive.
Let them know, Tim.
Hey, Tick, I got some other news.
I don't even know how you can say Call of Duty because Call of Duty ain't hit his stride to like.
People are sucking this Call of Duty's penis. What are you talking about?
Call of Duty didn't really hit his stride until after Big Red One.
Why are you questioning Tick? Are you?
So check this out.
No, I just don't know where he's getting this bullshit
Tick,
from.
this report says.
I remember this stuff.
Right.
Tick, this report says that games released on Steam are making significantly less revenue this year compared to sales data from last year. And this was analyzed by Mike Rose and the publishing label No More Robots. This could be a lot of factors to this. It doesn't, it could be.
Look,
but they're making less money than last year.
Yeah, probably the Humble Bundle and all those other things that they're getting codes for and stuff.
And let's be real, most PC gamers, if you played long enough, you got every game you want there already.
A lot of times when you buy graphics cards, you can get 3 games off of just buying a graphics card.
Yeah.
So.
Or pirating the game. That's what I heard, though.
This nigga BG.
I heard that. Let me get to these. I think we do the super chats now. There was some YouTuber that was arrested for trying to actually get to Area 51 like a dummy.
Yeah, at least he didn't get shot.
All there for a drop of
cloud.
A drop of cloud. PewDiePie accidentally donated $50K to what was this? A Jewish anti-bigotry organization? That don't even sound right.
No, you remember what he did though, right? A couple of years ago.
Yeah, but wait, a Jewish anti-bigotry organization?
What's the problem?
What are you talking about?
They have
PewDiePie.
Yeah,
that sounds made up.
Y'all don't no, you don't remember like 2-3 years ago PewDiePie did a video and he said like Hitler was right or some shit? Yeah, so that's probably why he did it.
But PC has more cheaters and hackers.
I mean, bigotry ain't got to be like black and white. You could be a bigot towards a.
No, but it was an anti-bigotry organization. So what's so bad about that?
It's nothing wrong.
It was an anti-bigotry?
Yeah, he donated to an anti-bigotry organization, and
there's nothing wrong with that.
I think people say, wasn't it bad because he canceled it or something like that?
Oh, did he?
Yeah, he canceled it.
He canceled it, but I thought he canceled it after getting backlash.
Oh,
okay. I'm confused at this point. Like, are they? Because I guess that's a good thing if he did that.
Oh, I think what happened is he donated, but he never he canceled. He didn't really want people to know that he wasn't really finna do it. I think.
Well,
He got caught doing a fake donation or what or something.
Okay. All right.
Shout out to him, bro.
Whatever.
Yeah, I know, right?
All right. I think that's. The Batman. By the way, the Batman voice actors and the writer from Batman Arkham series, they were like teasing the next game.
I'm not.
Is there really a Superman game?
Are they going to change things to make it feel different?
They were just we don't even know if it's the Batman game. We just know they teasing something.
It could be a Justice League game.
It's been too long. That's the problem.
They've been teasing the game for like the past 2.5 years. I don't want to hear about it, bro. I put this. You know why I put the Rocksteady rumors with? I put this with the Bully 2 rumors. Like, I'm tired of it, bro. Like, goddamn.
Borderlands Game of the Year contender. Not all them reviews I've seen. I don't know about that one.
No, Borderlands 3 is actually really good.
Yeah, 5.6 or whatever.
Reviews. Y'all could go ahead and put Borderlands 3 in that not this year column.
Yeah, that joint ain't
it ain't happening, bro.
I mean, part of that is, let's be real, people hate Randy Pitchford. They hate this guy.
They do.
Oh yeah, they do.
Rightfully so.
But I mean,
that's buggy and broken. It runs
now on PS4.
I had no issues.
I heard even on PS4, I heard it had issues.
I've had no issues so far.
I heard it run better on PS4.
Besides, no.
That's
it
what
looks better.
I've seen on Twitter.
It doesn't run better. It looks better.
Wait a minute. Why does it look better on a weaker system, though?
Because all right, I'll explain that right now. What they did at that lazy ass studio, they literally took the Xbox One, the base Xbox One port, and just ported it to the X. So the Xbox One X is using Xbox One S assets, while the PS4 Pro is using high resolution regular PS4 assets. So by default, the PS4 one looks better than the base Xbox one, right? Okay. By default. And so if they're just getting upgrade versions of their base console models, then unfortunately the X is taking an L because it's using the same base assets. So, but as far as performance go, that's on the X. What?
You don't win Game of the Year doing stuff like that. I don't know, man.
No, they're not. So I mean, I got it. I just haven't even started.
It has options to prioritize performance or frame rate. By the way, I think.
And then have you read the other reviews? They were like, if you play Borderlands 2, well, Borderlands 3 is Borderlands.
Yeah, like Borderlands 3,
kind of worse.
No,
like the jokes were cringy and everything.
Yeah, but the gameplay is a lot better, though. I would say that.
I'm enjoying.
It's just Borderlands with better gameplay.
It's a little bit too demanding for what it is.
Borderlands 3 is pretty much Crackdown 3. But
oh wow!
Really? That sounds crazy.
They said Borderlands 2 was better.
Remember, Tick plays 3 games a year. Tick plays 3 games a year. We all
played more than 3 games this year. You tried though.
I remember that.
Mm-hmm.
Get to these super chats. Chris Toussaint said, "Let's talk about BG's." Okay. You about to feel real crusty, my nigga. Let's talk about BG's stupid ass top 10 best graphics this gen list. This dude really think Gears 5 is more technically impressive than Uncharted 4, God of War, Uncharted. Yeah, he put Uncharted 4 twice. Remember, I told you these niggas love Uncharted 4 way too much.
To be fair, you did play Gears 5 on PC, so that would give it a
right. So I mean,
it doesn't look bad on Xbox. I don't understand,
but that's what I'm basing it off of. Like, because there was
I don't know.
Dude said this dude really on Twitter told me that he told me base Uncharted 4 on the base PS4 looks better than Gears 460. I'm like, nigga, if you don't get your crusty dumbass out my timeline with this bullshit.
I would tell you this: Gears 5 still looks damn impressive on the base Xbox. So,
my question is, why is Witcher 3 now on your list, BG?
Witcher 3 is not a top 10 visual game.
Okay, I'm gonna need you to shut up now.
It's not.
Hold on, let me look at this list.
Mind you, he plays more than 3 games.
Mind you, okay, mind you. Remember how Witcher 3 looked? See, one of the things y'all failed to point out is y'all love to talk about downgrades. Witcher 3 suffered from one of the biggest downgrades like ever in recent history.
It was not that big.
It was. All right, don't, bro. Don't let me find
big.
the first gameplay release of Witcher. My nigga, it looked like completely two different games. What are you talking about?
It wasn't that many terrain changes. That was
realistic,
bro.
Until when the game came out,
different games.
Kind of cartoony almost.
It ain't the Division or Watch Dogs. Big of a difference.
Bro, it was damn near. It wasn't that far from Watch Dogs. It wasn't that far from Watch Dogs. It wasn't.
No, hold up. Watch Dogs was way worse than Witcher.
Yeah, Watch Dogs. Yeah, Watch Dogs, the Division. Far Cry 3 were way bigger.
There were whole puddles and ambient inclusion missing from it.
He said ambient occlusion was missing. Wow.
Y'all capping for Witcher. Anyway, my top 10 list was great. Like
no,
I said,
actually,
what?
Yes.
The biggest downgrade this generation was Siege.
Regardless.
Yes.
Oh yeah, that was
my
crazy.
top 10 list was great. Like I said, people say my list is stupid all because of Uncharted 4's place. My list can't be bad because of one game's place. This is my problem with you niggas. The list is trash. The list. They be like, your list is trash. BGY. Uncharted 4 is at number 8. That's it. That's all you niggas got. Come on, bro. Y'all niggas really have like an unhealthy emotional connection to Uncharted 4.
BG.
He's so saucy.
Your list can be bad because of one placement. Kofi had Rise of the Tomb Raider at number 2.
No, Kofi had like 4 games that probably didn't even belong in the list at all.
Rise of the Tomb. I don't give a fuck what you play. You could play Rise of the Tomb Raider on Laura Croft.
No. Kofi had like 4 games that didn't belong on the list at all. See, no. And here's the thing: my list. Nobody said any game on my list didn't belong there. Some people just didn't agree with the order.
Hold on. What was your full list?
I gotta go find the shit. Hold on.
Hey, what
was the first? What was first? What was the first?
It was Resident Evil. It was Resident Evil. It was Red Dead.
Red Dead. Okay,
somebody said Rise of the Tomb Raider looks last gen. It was a cross generation game. It was on last gen.
Yeah.
It was on Xbox.
And Shadow of the Tomb Raider don't look much better.
It was on Xbox 360.
Then again, I am kind of seeing their point because Uncharted 4 kind of looks hyper realistic too, kind of almost like Red Dead. I mean, it's not nearly as good, but I think that might probably should be higher on the list than tier 8.
What people
the environment don't look that detailed though. There's got to be a whole lot of stuff that go into it. Character models look good, but the environment isn't that great.
And
the environment is really good in Uncharted 4.
It's good, but it ain't great. I've seen much better.
And people,
you're on PC.
See, when it comes to analyzing graphics, people will look at one thing. Like when it comes, Days Gone is not an overall good-looking game. It's not. Anybody who thinks that needs to stop fucking like you need to get off fucking meth if you think Days Gone is an overall good game. Hold on. Let me finish.
Jack be
like people look at Days Gone and they be like, Days Gone looks amazing. I'm like, what looks good? They
Days
say
Gone
the game
is not a bad looking game.
No, but the only thing in Days Gone that looks good is Deacon's texture model. His texture detail.
Don't look bad.
No, listen. It's only Deacon's texture detail and his bike. Everything else in Days Gone looks like trash. This is why you motherfuckers don't know how to analyze graphics. Y'all see one thing in the game that look good and be like the whole game looks good. That's not how it works.
I gotta say 2 things, right? First of all, you really hate Days Gone, so I think you're biased when you say
there's a lot of games I don't like. There's a lot of games I don't like. That has nothing to do with the visuals.
Listen. Days Gone sometimes has 1,000 enemies on screen, right? Gears ain't got nothing like that to that detail. It is in Days Gone still. I'm not discrediting Gears for this first thing, but when you can have up to 500 to 1,000 enemies on screen and it still look like that compared to something like Gears that don't get. According to many people that played it, don't really get shit.
But
I'm sorry. Listen,
I'm not giving qualifiers. Like, okay,
and we're not talking about quality of game. We're talking about the way it looks.
That's what I'm saying. I'm not giving qualifiers. Like Detroit, we know is a very small game, so it can look as amazing as it does. Because it's in this small environment, so the graphics are top quality. But this is not top 10 visually impressive games based on how big the game is. It's just top 10 visually impressive games.
I didn't put Days Gone on the list.
That's what I'm saying. So these motherfuckers is capping, talking about Days Gone looks. That game looks like utter trash, other than Deacon's details and his motorcycle. The environment looks like absolute fucking garbage.
The zombies look like Play-Doh.
And y'all niggas need to get LASIK surgery if you think that game looks good. You're dumb.
The art direction of Days Gone is pale grayish shit I've ever seen. Like I don't know why y'all say that game looks good. I don't
know either. I don't know what these
I
motherfuckers
really
is
don't.
looking at. And like I said, I got a better monitor than all you Vizio 1080p motherfuckers. So you can't tell me nothing. Y'all niggas can't tell me nothing about what look good.
Hey man, you need to stop hating on a Walmart favorite brand, Busy.
Man, stop this.
Let's go, BG. Let them know you ain't no.
My days gonna look better than Gears. You retarded dummy. Go home.
Wow.
Hey, BG, let them know you played Gears out 4K 60, nigga. HDR.
Yo, Crisis look better than Uncharted.
And then I gotta go off a little bit more. Then, like, to downplay Gears visuals.
He said Crisis.
The new thing, the new downplay was Gears looks cartoony. Since when you motherfuckers got a problem with
Hold up, wait. Hold up. Before you finish,
you got Baron started.
Who the fuck said that?
Plenty of people.
Like that's what I want to know.
There's niggas all over my timeline and my comments and saying Gears looks cartoony.
I'm gonna tell you this right now.
Because here's the thing, right?
I'm about tired of this shit.
Gears does have like an animated look to it. Clearly, like the CGI, but like just because something doesn't look photorealistic doesn't mean it's cartoony. If you think Gears looks cartoony, you're once again super retarded. You're dumb.
Look. I'm gonna say this. This is my battle cry for all the Sony peasants out there. Y'all need to go get medical attention, man. There's something psychologically wrong with you motherfuckers. To the point that, we're making excuses for a developer, making piss and shit bombs in their game. Now we're calling Gears cartoony. There is nothing fucking cartoony about Gears of War. Nothing even close. Like, what are we doing anymore?
They say games that have a lot of color are cartoony. You know how it goes.
You know what's so funny? Hold up. You know what's so funny? Gears was really criticized because it looked like a gray plate of fucking shit because there was no colors in it. Now it's cartoony.
You know what's crazy about all this, right? I guarantee you, I'm going to bet in the comment section of this video, people gonna say, y'all need to stop bashing Xbox. Y'all don't never say nothing positive about it. This is a PlayStation.
And I'm here defending,
right? And listen to what they saying.
I want people to show me a cartoon that look like Gears of War. Show me a cartoon.
Wreck-It Ralph.
What?
Rocket
Ralph look like Gears?
Rocket Ralph look like Gears.
He built.
Oh my god, bro.
The arcade game, son, that look like.
Bro, I'm gonna tell you. I'm gonna say this because this is getting out of hand, and I blame the PC nurses for this bullshit.
Wow, why?
And here's the problem. I don't understand why people believe that every fucking single solitary game needs to be photorealistic. Y'all need to sit back and actually think about that. If every single solitary game that released was photorealistic, do you know how boring and bland gaming will fucking be?
Facts.
You know
what is wrong with y'all?
You know why they get on Xbox?
This is crazy.
Xbox stopped making photorealistic games though. I think that's why people complaining.
It does. Gears don't look nothing like the last few games that came out. Don't look like Don't look like Crackdown. It don't look like whatever that other game was.
That's
why
you
don't
look like the colorful.
Why are you blaming on PC when PC had colorful gamers before?
But since when?
But here's the problem. Y'all brought in all this, hyper realistic frame rate shit into the console discussion.
All right, so that's why.
Actually, I did not like that game. But if you knew me, you know I hate it. But you don't. But here's the thing.
I don't care.
Here's the thing.
Let them know, Baron.
Y'all came in here and y'all brought all this goddamn hyper realistic looking shit. And everything has to be 4K 60 or 1080p 60 frames per second. Now everybody thinks everything has to be photorealistic. That is the stupidest shit ever. Why would you want every game to be photorealistic?
But hold on,
it makes no sense.
Wait. I got a bone to pick with everybody in here, right? Y'all saying that, but then when I play a game like fucking Plants vs Zombies, y'all make fun of it.
Hold up, I like Plants vs
I
Zombies.
like Plants vs Zombies.
Jack, this ain't about you right now, nigga.
No, but I'm saying y'all cannot say this. Y'all cannot say this. When I play a game that's cartoony, y'all make fun of it.
All right, fuck Jack personalizing this shit. We don't care right now.
Y'all don't want to play. Y'all really don't.
Oh my god!
Right,
that's dog shit indie game. Look how cartoony it is. But y'all don't play this shit. But y'all saying people complain about
Jack. That's not what we get on that.
We don't care about your.
That's not what we get on.
Listen, you're victimizing yourself. We don't care about
it.
This
It ain't even got nothing to do with me. Y'all.
You're playing victim. You're playing victim. We don't care about you right now.
Y'all criticize cartoony games.
This ain't about you, buddy.
I'm not okay. I'm out of the topic. Y'all criticize. Y'all make fun of Bears for playing.
Get it out, Jack.
He just did it. He just did it. Y'all are fucking
Jack,
hypocrites.
You sound hurt.
Show the hypocrisy, Jack.
What?
Come on, man. What are y'all doing?
Hey, calm down, man. You
Am I wrong? Am I wrong though?
You're not wrong. I see it.
People make fun of the Switch simply because it has cartoony looking games, right or wrong, Barry.
I do it all the time.
now
Exact. That's my point.
Here's the thing. Here's the thing. We forgot how to appreciate art style, and it's not everybody. It's really
So we got like artsy fartsy games now.
It's not. It's not that. It's the point that everybody thinks everything needs to be photorealistic. I'm sorry, but some game art style makes the game more appeal more. You know what I mean?
Why can't it be photorealistic with art though?
If Gears of War looked photorealistic, I'm pretty sure nobody would really think that would look too. You know what I mean? I definitely don't want to see a photorealistic looking Zelda game. I definitely don't want to see that. That would be horrific. I don't want to see that.
And
that would be terrible.
And
you know what I mean? So,
since when y'all got a problem with anything looking cartoony? Like Ratchet and Clank, y'all love how that looked. But like even and Gears is not cartoony like we said. But even if it was, like since when y'all niggas got a problem with it?
Yeah, and these are the same people that be fucking going crazy over fucking Persona 5 and shit
I'm
like
like,
that.
come on, get out of here, y'all.
I don't want to hear them mention anything about graphics.
Y'all doing anything to downplay? Like, bro, like we trash on Xbox because it produces a lot of shit, and deservedly so, right? so when it produces something that's actually good, give it some fucking credit. It's okay. It's not gonna kill y'all to say Gears looks amazing. It's not gonna kill y'all to say Gears looks great. Trust me, they're gonna release a piece of shit in like a couple of months for y'all to shit on. Trust me, they're gonna release some bad shit again. So y'all,
hey man, you need to get off my Uncle Phil like that, bro. Phil doing big things, bro.
Uncle Phil.
Phil doing big things. And one thing y'all also photorealistic and art style thing. It's y'all gotta understand, man. If you go back and play old games, photorealism gets outdated so fast.
They do.
You know what I mean? Like I can't even go back and play a Madden 3 years ago. It's to the point it looks terrible to me now. But you could go back and play all these older games, all these older retro games because the art style has held up over time. And y'all got to start appreciating that shit and stop trying to say, oh, cartoony. That's the dumbest shit I've ever heard in my life. Like everything that's not photorealistic is not cartoon.
And I know we here, we over time, but we here. I want to talk about it anyway. Like, so one other thing I freaking hate is when motherfuckers only suddenly have a problem after somebody else like brings it up. Like with this whole Crobat shit. He made a video about, Gears of War physics, right? Nobody was crying about Gears of War physics or the lack thereof. It wasn't a problem. Nobody gave a fuck until he made a video. Suddenly everybody, at the top of their list when it comes to gaming, they care about physics now. In a game that the physics don't impact the gameplay. Since when you motherfuckers care? Physics?
They care when they show Crackdown 3. Physics was different from 2.
But that's more impactful to the game. Gears physics has never really impacted the game. That's why I said impactful to the game. The way the windows break in Gears has literally no impact on the game. None. So why are you motherfuckers suddenly?
I think that complaint was more towards the fact that the games made by Epic were more detailed and felt heavier. Is what people.
But here's the thing: every game you point out a game, I guarantee you. If it has more than if it's a series, if it's a franchise, it has 3 games, eventually more and more they traded physics for visuals. Every game has damn near done it. Almost every game.
If Uncharted 5 comes out and it's not as detailed as the other Uncharted games, I'm gonna complain about that. I definitely am.
Well, I mean, with physics, like Uncharted has never done anything like really. I'm saying though, like if the combat used to be heavy and Uncharted, but then it's like light as fucking Uncharted, like I'm gonna complain about the combat. Like I don't really feel like it's that way in Gears.
I understood the complaint.
I thought it was. I
think
it was
it was just some bum ass niggas trying to get close.
Look, okay, when he melee somebody, it was way more visceral in the earlier games. But when he melee somebody in 5,
it was screen shake.
But hold on. But you gotta think about it. When you melee in 5, you have a knife this time. You're not.
He do it with gun 2.
But the example was that it was way more visceral, and it felt the type way in the previous games. But when he did it there, it felt like the dude didn't weigh anything. He just flew across the goddamn screen. Ragdoll.
And okay, cool. Like y'all care this much about physics. I'm like I said, I don't know since when. How many of y'all? Ask these people. How many of y'all would trade, or would rather play Gears, the old Gears, instead of this new one, with them super outdated mechanics?
I'm not gonna lie. I still think Gears 3 is the best Gears.
All right, let's wrap it up though.
I can't speak on it either. I don't really care about Gears.
I don't give a fuck.
All right, let's do.
You gotta read.
One thing I didn't like about it is like you don't like the older.
I got one of the
Gears?
super chats I want to respond to too, BG.
All right. Trial by Fire said, Death Stranding showed exactly what they already showed minus the mini boss fight. If that 45-minute gameplay turned you off, you haven't been paying attention, or the game is just. Savage Diplomat said, why everyone so lazy not putting on that camera like Jack when he always got the camera on and press start? People act like celebs when people be acting like celebrities.
I want to respond to that one. www.paypal.me/JackMoveJohnny. Either hit my PayPal or shut the fuck up talking to me, bro. Simple as that. Put something in my PayPal, now I can turn on my camera. Other than that, I don't want to see you, nigga.
I usually have my camera on, but I'm sick as shit. I'm like fucking mucusy and shit. I'm
this
good.
Is my problem with people, bro.
I ain't trying to be a meme this week.
If you're not a Patreon supporter of the Weapon Wheel Podcast, you can't complain to me. Shut your fucking mouth and just watch the goddamn episode. You're not contributing. You watching and complain. Shut your fucking mouth.
Oh my god.
You know you right turn speak with your wallet. Speak with your wallet, motherfucker. Let me know you on the Patreon. Then I can turn on my camera for your goofy ass. Other than that, fall back.
The press start, presentation was always about having cameras on. We never started out like that on Weapon Wheel. Like I had my camera on, I think, the first episode, but like nobody else did. It's never we've never really done that. It was never important to the presentation, so that's why it's like not really ingrained in us.
People crazy as hell.
But yeah, hit up that Patreon.
That's what I'm saying. People got 1,000,001 fucking. Hey, maybe I can get a 4K camera if y'all. Hey,
y'all need to do like some kind of co-op like thing together.
Nigga, we got full-time jobs. I'm sorry, bro.
This is the thing, bro.
You mean to tell me you don't have 30 a half hours?
I don't.
Jigable, this is the issue, right? This whole podcast is crowdfunded. Y'all not funding us to do none of this stuff.
That's what
we are not obligated to do
People
nothing
aren't
for
gonna fund you if they don't see you trying to do new things. It's a two-way
street. Right, but y'all, we not obligated to do nothing for y'all. Y'all not doing nothing for us.
I'm sorry, but did this man say 30 hours?
30 minutes. He
said 30 minutes.
Oh, 30 minutes. Okay.
Respectfully, bro. This is when it's a viewer and a content creator, it's give and take, right? We give y'all entertainment. You're not supposed to take the entertainment, and not get nothing back. It's give and take, bro.
My stance
what we look like doing? Hold on, BG. What we look like doing a 4-player co-op stream 2-3 hours, and we don't get shit. We done wasted our time. Y'all watch it, and y'all don't give a fuck. Y'all ain't gonna like the video. Y'all ain't gonna donate to the Patreon. Y'all not gonna tweet it out. Why are we doing that?
Jack, you need to, relax a little bit.
Bro. No, I'm not gonna relax because this is what I tell people, bro. It's
Jack been wanting to say this.
Give and take, bro. It's give and take, bro. I'm tired of giving and y'all just taking.
You gotta understand.
It's a two-way street, bro.
Hey, Jack, you gotta understand, man. You gotta understand when it comes to stuff like that, people tend to want to give at their own will.
Oh, that's cool.
You gotta give people a chance to do that.
Let me ask you a question, Baron.
But if you whine and bitch and moan all the time,
I'm not
gonna hesitate.
First time I'm saying this. Baron, look.
I remember outbursts.
But look, you a wrestler, right? If you go to a wrestling event and y'all charging for tickets and people complain at the door, why this shit $5? Why this shit? Bro, I'm finna go fucking risk my body, my livelihood for you, bro.
It's not the same, Jack.
It's not the same. I mean, Barry knows exactly when he's gonna.
It's not the same, Jack.
What are you talking about?
You're not risking your life streaming, Jack.
Nigga, I'm providing content.
I understand that, but you're not risking
if you
your
wrestle,
body.
I can provide content, Baron. Come on, bro.
Yes, it's entertainment. This is why.
Exactly.
Listen, hold on, wait. Listen.
It's the same.
Hold up, Jack. Jack, hold up.
Bro.
Jack, hold up. This is what I'm telling you. before they purchase the ticket, we do all we can to make them purchase the ticket.
That's cool.
Exactly.
That's what you need to understand. You got to do what you got to do first to make them buy into it.
My nigga, I did the podcast free for 24 months, nigga. No interest, okay? No APR. I did this shit.
Yo, he got the big old figure. He said no APR.
Come on, man. God damn, what else I got to do, bro? Shit. Get in the Don't do me like that.
That was too real.
God damn.
All I'm saying, Jack, is like, you know, I've been seeing how you've been ranting about your channel and your Twitch streams and all that. You got to understand, you got to give people a reason to buy into your content.
No, but let me talk.
You have to give that to them.
No, let me say, Jack does go hard. He does go hard, right? Now, I don't think Jack does get the return for all he puts in. I will say that. My thing is, I just got a full-time job. I got to come home. I got a wife. I got mad stuff to do. I don't got time.
Half an hour.
Huh?
But that's the thing, though. And I'm speaking about BG and all. Like he said, he got to work, bro. He got a family.
I just don't got time. Like that's.
Why would he waste his time for no reason? That's wasting his time.
Yeah, like BG just got married and shit. He ain't got
I don't got no time. I keep it straight up with y'all. I don't got no time for it.
Exactly.
Why do you think BG only beat like 2 games this year?
It's more like 10.
Oh, same difference.
Like, you know, I don't try to do more than I'm capable of. And like even the stuff that I do, like
how did you have time to watch that?
Whose cat is that?
I'm sorry, Jack, but Jack, you know, I'm right on. Sounding like R. Kelly right now in the interview. That's what you sounding like. Are you fighting for your life?
I'm just saying, bro. I know you got a profession. If you was doing your profession, you would want to be appreciated for it.
And that's I give you a perfect example, man. When wrestling, we do all we can to persuade you to purchase the ticket.
And I do that with my, my content as well.
I will say this, like Jack, I don't understand why Jack is not bigger. Like I think Jack should be like, Jack should have more viewers than me. I'll say that off the bat. I don't know why Jack does not.
I don't even complain about shit like that. What I complain about is people complaining to me, right? I hate when motherfuckers come to me, why you not doing this? Why you not doing that? And then you look at the effort they putting in to watch your content and it's non-existent. You can't complain about me not doing shit if you're not willing to do shit on your end, bro. You won't give me $1, but you want me to go buy a fucking $2,000 setup. Like, suck my dick, nigga.
I don't do like a whole, like I just talk games like in a regular smegular style. That's literally all I do on my channel. I don't do nothing like super entertaining or over the top. I'm like the regular nigga talking games. But I'll say Jack is more entertaining than me. So I don't know why he doesn't get more views.
Oh, nobody's disputing that.
Exactly. So why Jack don't get more views than me?
I don't even trip off shit like that, bro. I just trip off the amount of effort that view. Like I just hate complaining ass niggas, but they don't be putting in the shit.
Like me and Jack, I think me and Jack get like when we stream, I think we get like similar amount of views. That shouldn't be happening. Jack should get more than me. I'll tell anybody that. Like I don't get it, but that's YouTube, bro.
No, it's just like I don't know, bro. I don't know.
YouTube, bro. That's why.
Hey, I'm just trying to give you some experience from me.
No, I feel you.
Am I coming up in my profession? What you need to do.
I feel you. Like, and I do take those steps, but people don't realize that. But hey,
I just don't like really think about it like, you know, the views and the return. Like when it comes to my, like when I make reviews, like there's some reviews I make. And it depends on, I understand it depends on the game. Like my Red Dead 2 review got 10,000 views, right? Cool. But like there's other reviews I've made, like I guess people are less interested in Control. Like Control got like maybe 2,000. Like, and it takes me different amount of time. Like that Control review probably took me like maybe 45 minutes to edit. This Gears review took me like 3 hours for some reason, you know, just to edit the video parts and all that. And like, sometimes that 3 hours might not equate to like what I get in return and the reception, but you know.
But you gotta also understand the content you provide and might not be what they want to see.
Yeah. And I
you know what I mean? That. So this is why I said expand your horizons and play some more games, and maybe some things might start falling.
When it comes to Jack Move, I've been saying this. Jack Move is one of the most entertaining guys on YouTube, right? But his problem is he doesn't play all the games a lot of people will go watch.
Somebody said, "Who does Jack be donating like?" And I donate to KW Fang, donate to my homie Chris, Streamer Cartel, Eric Cuts for the win. I donate to Kids Move. I donate like this is what I'm saying. I hate when people talk and they don't know what the fuck they're talking about. I donate and support
Jack,
streamers that
you gotta stay focused though. Jack, it's plenty of times you stream and I look at it like, what the fuck are you playing?
Like, you know what?
I don't want to watch that shit.
And
Like
you know what, Baron?
Jack was just streaming River City Girls. Ain't nobody watching
And
that.
you know what's crazy?
I don't want to watch that shit, Jack. That's half
cool,
of the
but you know
problem when
what,
it comes to you.
You know
You
what,
got
though?
to start if you really want that shit to take off like you say it did. You got to start playing shit people want to see.
That's cool. But guess what, Baron? Guess what? I streamed a game called Ease 8 right now. A lot of people didn't want to watch this game. They say they didn't want to watch this game, but I got paid $150 to stream this game, right? Peep this. After that, people said, "Why don't you stream something new like Control?" I'm like, I don't want to play that shit, man. I got Control, right? I streamed it, and guess what? A brand new game, Control. It averaged less viewers than Ease 8, which I got paid to play.
Hey,
So
but I'm not
people
gonna lie.
talk a big game, but they don't bag shit up, bro.
Hold up, Jack,
That's what I'm
not
trying
gonna
to
lie.
tell you.
If you were streaming like Borderlands 3 right now, I think you would be.
No,
But
no,
nobody give a fuck.
No, he wouldn't.
You don't think you would be
know.
popping?
No.
People don't really show up for shit.
I know
that they
Jack's audience. Jack's audience is not watching no Borderlands 3.
No, but the problem is you guys keep trying to cater to the audience that don't pay y'all. Y'all got to cater to an audience that
I know.
will.
That's why I do request on my stream. If you want me to play a certain game, you got to pay like you weigh, bro.
But that's why, like, I don't stream certain. I'm very selective in the games I stream because I know that's one thing I do. I do know my audience and what they're gonna watch, right? And it's a very specific game my audience is gonna watch, and those games aren't coming out often. Right now, and it's like specific multiplayer games. That's why I don't even bother streaming.
I know, bro. Listen, and this is what people don't understand about me because y'all don't peep the shit. If I wanted to be a bigger streamer, I would stream nothing but The Last of Us. That's what I average my most viewers on. When I first started streaming in 2014, I was averaging 120 viewers a stream playing The Last of Us. Right now, I could have kept doing it, but guess what? I didn't want to stream that shit. I stream what the fuck I want, when the fuck I want. If you want to watch it, watch it. If you don't, suck my dick. It don't matter.
Okay, bro. Jack, then why you whining then?
I'm whining because they whining. Don't complain to me. This man asked me to get on camera. Send the money, nigga. I'm not doing nothing.
Yo.
The fuck?
All right.
Do you call pizza and say, "Let me get a double cheese and pepperoni," and want them to bring it for free? No, nigga. If I'm doing it, give me your credit card information. Fuck is you talking to?
Moral of the story: pay that man Jack for anything you want, yo.
Don't ask me for nothing. I don't listen. If you ask me, I'm asking you for something. I didn't say this shit until you asked me for. Don't ask me for nothing, nigga. Leave me alone.
I still gotta finish these super chats. We're gonna zoom.
Leave me alone. If you don't want me to ask you for nothing, don't ask me.
Okay, Jack. Okay, Jack. Okay.
Trial by Fire.
Finish the super chat.
Trial by Fire said, "So how's that Remedy acquisition looking after another game bomb? They are not a good studio. Control is trash. Why?
I mean, it's not trash, but
why my an Xbox level studio? That's exactly what okay, whatever. I think Control is good. Control didn't chart. I think that's what he's talking about.
Yeah, Control didn't chart for August at all, which is sad. It came out at the wrong time, man. It went up against the wrong game.
But a game that came out after they did chart though, man.
Yeah, Man of Medan. Like what game did it go up against? It probably came out earlier in August. Like,
no, it went up against Astral Chain. I think that hurt it because the reviews came out.
Isn't that only on Switch?
Yeah, but the thing is, both games came out. The reviews came out on the same day, and Astral Chain pretty much took all the hype away. So
and going back,
but Control had that Sony rumor behind it.
Motherfucker.
That's the only reason why it got all the way up to the 80 something.
Whole bunch of capping going on. Motherfuckers was praising Control like left and right. You couldn't say shit negative about it before.
Nope.
The game came out and nobody fucking purchased it.
Yep.
Exactly what I'm talking about. Y'all niggas do a whole
fraud ass. No, because I had to go to war on Twitter when I was criticizing Control. These motherfuckers treated it like a motherfucker.
Hey, y'all don't understand. Y'all don't understand, man. I'm telling you, everybody, especially PlayStation guys, they was too busy being salty about Astral Chain. They didn't give a fuck about buying Control. That's what the fuck happened.
But they were busy talking about it.
I got it. I got the platinum Control.
Oh man. Fiaku said, Fam has the roach from Family Guy on his couch. That's we were talking about the guy who had the roaches in the PS4. Gideon Alvin White said, Atlanta isn't the gayest city. That's San Francisco. Let's stick to the facts and not slander.
Okay,
I mean, we already knew that.
Atlanta's more so for blacks.
Yes, Atlanta is the black gay capital.
I'm hearing a lot of slander from people
and
who
San
ain't
Francisco
even
is the
here.
overall gay capital.
No, it is facts though. There's more gay black people in Atlanta than anywhere.
Bruh,
But if we're just talking
not
about
my
gay
city.
people in general, San Francisco.
What are you talking about, bro? What are y'all don't even know what you're talking about.
Man, you
It's
sat there and
always
said
people who've
Baltimore
never been to
or
Atlanta
Atlanta.
have the most to say.
I'm saying y'all talking about. I live in this motherfucker. Y'all probably never stepped foot in here. Like
I live in
Baron,
Baltimore.
but Baron, like I understand you're one of the gay black dudes.
I stayed in Baltimore too. I've been all over the damn East
Well,
Coast.
you
bro.
definitely
can't
see no
tell me.
heroin addicts. I don't know what heroin
They're the
addicts are.
minority. They just stand out.
I ain't the one that
So that's
said
all
heroin
that's all
addicts,
they
so
see.
I don't know what you're talking about. I didn't say that.
All right.
A1 Knowledge said ATL has more sexy big booty, black and white.
That's facts right there. That was a big fact.
Tony with 25 said, "Yo, Kid Smooth. Now that Microsoft's
I didn't hear that.
I didn't hear that.
Oh no, my bad. He said now that Microsoft's Rohypnol has worn off. Isn't that the date rape drug? Rohypnol?
What?
I don't know.
Rohypnol. I don't know how to pronounce that drug. I don't do drugs.
9:30, man.
I don't do drugs. All right.
Hypnosil.
He said now that Microsoft's Rohypnol has worn off, here to share your real score for Gears 5. That 9.8 title is already dead on PC, fam.
It's a 9.8 to me. I mean, it's gonna remain that. It's the best game I played all year.
Oh, he was talking, and
I played on Xbox in many years, but
and he's talking about the report that it didn't sell well on Steam, and I blame. Microsoft.
I don't give a shit how that shit sold on Steam. I don't support Steam.
I blame Microsoft for that because of Game Pass, and it makes the optics of Gears look bad when it probably would have sold regular.
Bro, they had Game Pass Ultimate for like $2.
The Eagles secondary is trash. Chris Righteous said, ask Baron if he expanded the games that he plays like Spider-Man, God of War, Bloodborne, Sekiro, or Horizon Zero Dawn.
You see you see all them PlayStation. You see what I'm saying? You see what I'm saying?
I mean,
like he just named PlayStation. Like really, bro? Come on.
He's saying you just expand your
Jesus Christ! Like stop it, man.
That's expanding horizons, though, bro.
Hovey186 said, it ain't WWP fault. Nintendo fans are sensitive crybabies. Coon Chronicles said, we can literally compare screenshots of Gears 5 versus Uncharted 4, and Uncharted will win every single time. Please post your screenshot in the Discord. Uncharted 4 has better animations, character models, etc. There is literally nothing in Uncharted 4, no screen, that has more detail than Marcus Phoenix's face in Gears 5 at the highest setting. So I'm not trying to hear nothing you say. Tony with 25 said, I paid close attention to BG's Gears 5 versus Uncharted 5 rant. Facts. That rant will be longer than your Gears 5 online playtime. You too, Smooth. I've never been a huge Gears 5 online person, so that's not saying much. War Machine Guy said, which game you don't like that people say is good? For me, it's Nier Automata. There's plenty of games like that.
Oh, there's a lot of games.
There's a lot of games like that for me. You already know.
Yeah.
Oh, me, it's Uncharted.
Bloodborne.
I mean, Persona 5, Witcher 3, there's a whole bunch. You already know all
Persona
this.
2.
Yeah, Witcher 3. Fucking, I don't like Wolfenstein. I don't like fucking Doom.
Rainbow Six Siege.
Yeah, Doom. I don't like Doom.
I don't like Doom either.
I don't like Doom.
Rainbow Six Siege.
Doom was actually pretty good.
That shit.
Rainbow Six Siege is fire, boy.
It's fire. Yeah, it needs to be burnt up with his butt.
Yeah.
Sauce.
I don't like 2K.
Yeah, I don't like 2K.
Oh, hush it, man. Hush it, Smooth. That shit.
That shit trash. I bought this.
No, that live is trash.
Nah.
Nope. Garbage.
Nope. Get out of here with that.
Sauce.
No, 2K is definitely trash now.
Sauce Curry TV said, in The Witcher 2, you had to make a big choice at the end that changes things, and Witcher 3 came out fine. It can be done.
No,
That's a RPG though. That's
but
different.
that's different. For RPGs, it's kind of different than a game that's a linear story.
Yeah,
game.
RPGs are meant to have branching paths. So
yeah.
Tony with 25 said, "If I catch Gaming Addict on WWP again, super chat support will be cut off. Sorry, Smooth, but your boy's gaming knowledge is as credible as Crap Gamer. Why you do that? Why you do that to Gaming Addict? Gaming Addict has great gaming knowledge. Man, don't do that. So excited. Said shout out to Jimmy for talking the whole podcast.
Jimmy did have input today. I appreciate it.
He been going for like 30 minutes or so now.
Sauce Curry TV said, if you compare a PS4 game to a max 1080p, 1440p, or 4K PC visual, you're pretty dumb. You can crank Gears 5 to max on PC. Everything looks great.
Even on the Xbox One X, it looks better though. It's 4K.
I ain't gonna argue with these dudes. It's too late for that. John Smith said, sorry to bust your bubble, BG. All right. But your monitor is backlit and 8-bit, not to mention too tiny to brag about 4K.
Actually, it's actually 10-bit, but you have to put it at 98 hertz for it to be 10-bit.
My monitor is certified HDR. That's one. And 27 inches is not too small to brag about 4K. Your HD
pixel pitch is different on monitors as well, which you get more detail at a closer range. Than
yes.
Your HDR.
You should know that.
Your HDR and colors are subpar. Does this monitor have the best HDR? Absolutely not.
Actually, I've heard it actually has a really top tier HDR.
It's good HDR. It's definitely certified HDR. Is it the best? No, but it's good enough. So your point is absolutely nothing. Anyway, Tony with 25 said YouTube is not for money. But
what?
You said YouTube is not for money. However, if you're trying to get paid, Baron Black is speaking facts straight from the Pro Wrestling Handbook of Business Growing.
hey, I speak the gospel. That's what
YouTube
I do.
Not for money. Tell PewDiePie, Shane Dawson, kind of funny gang. Yeah, tell all them that.
And lastly,
Colin Moriarty, 50,000 a month. Yeah.
Solidus Wolf 215 said, worst August in the last 20 years as far as NP dollar sales goes.
Yeah, because that happened because Nintendo completely dominated everything. It was ridiculous. Everything else was on the decline. Like
Visions.
Thanks for having me on. I will be making my return to PC gaming within the next 2 months, and a young lad turns 23 tomorrow. So happy birthday to myself.
Happy birthday, man.
Thanks, man. Thanks,
man. Jack.
Appreciate y'all for watching. Daily reminder: don't ask me for shit if you ain't expecting to get asked something in return. I will ask y'all to do this though. Check out the Press Start. Goddamn. Yeah, check out the Press Start Patreon. Weapon Wheel Patreon. Check me out. YouTube, Twitch, Twitter. Jack Move Johnny. And yeah, straight like that. And this is another thing. I keep it 100 with y'all, man. I don't do this shit for fun of my health, nigga. I'm trying to cash the fuck out. I'm trying to sell the fuck out. And if you ain't with my movement, suck my dick. Fuck all y'all.
Mm-hmm.
Appreciate y'all.
Appreciate your honesty. Smooth.
All right, thank you guys for watching. Apologize for my lack of input today, but every time I spoke, it hurt. But I'll see you guys next week, and I'll be back on streaming sometime next week. Hopefully, once this shit get over this, whatever this fake ass flu I got.
Caught the kissing bug from Phil, huh?
Fuck out.
Yo, man, I'm going.
Jigaboo Jones.
What's up, guys? It's Jigaboo Jones, and I'm signing out.
Oh, my bad. Hey, it's me. Yeah, I'm nobody, so you can check me out nowhere because I'm fucking garbage. But hey, good night, everybody.
Baron.
So one time
my bad. No, I'm watching this game. This shit is pissing me off. But yeah, man. I just want to say, Jack, you ate that crow. talking that shit about Astral Chain. Eat that crow today. You know what I mean?
Sound like he busted a blood vessel today.
Well, shout
Yeah, you know, because you just sword's gonna flop. But we full steam ahead into Game of the Year for 20. So you know,
hey man,
it's a beautiful thing.
I mean,
that's some chin shots, man. He tripping.
Huh?
You think Astral Chain won the Game of the Year?
I think it's a front runner right now.
Boy, you took 2 minutes.
You can end the podcast.
Hurricane Ranas. Do you even know what that is?
Yes, I do.
You know what that is?
Bro, you done lost your fucking mind.
Do you even know what that is?
You didn't got hit with an
wait, hold on, whoa. Don't attack me on my outro now. Hold on.
Oh, my bad. Keep going.
I'm gonna go ahead and tell you.
I was gonna answer your question because you asked me.
No, I'm gonna go ahead and tell you. It's 4 contenders right now. Okay, it's Resident Evil remake.
I agree.
It's Shadows Die Twice. It's Fire Emblem 3 Houses, and it's Astral Chain.
Don't forget Borderlands 3.
Borderlands, no. Borderlands is done. No, that's done. And I don't believe any game that's coming out as of today into the end of the year is going to be higher rated than those 4.
Hey, that Star Wars game might be. Yeah, come on, dog. That's Star Wars.
Stop that.
Cold Vein could be up there too.
All right, man. I'm out of here, guys. I'm sorry. I got it.
Anybody didn't do their outro?
All right.
Jimmy?
Yeah, me, man. J-Mega Games. Everybody have a good night. Peace.
All right, I'm out. Yeah, go check out my Gears 5 review, and I think that.
Who cat is that?
That's mine.
He hungry, bitch. He been streaming for 3 fucking hours.
All right, we'll catch y'all next. Hit the like button.